Hey. 2025. Yeah. No strings on a Wednesday night. What's good? What's happening? Oh, look. YouTube is back to sending out our notifications on time. Look at that. Must be a new year thing. They sending everything out on time right now. So shout out to YouTube, man, for getting our notifications out there. Make sure y'all tapping in with us, man. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We would definitely appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, you dig? We back. God damn it. Let's get into it. We're gonna have a good time tonight, man, because the baby trap. They talking about, now they trying to reverse the baby stuff. Now they trying to say that these guys are they trapping these successful women, these women that are, in entertainment and music, are they trapping them with the babies? This shit is crazy. This is insanity. This is coming on the heels of, Coi Leray announcing her that she and what's the boy name? Trippie Redd, little gremlin. What's his name? Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
That they're expecting. Let me not be disrespectful to him. Shout out to Trippie. That her and Trippie Redd are having are expecting a child. Now look.
Now look what? Oh, that's this nigga froze. Oh damn.
So in other news, people.
I don't know where he's going with
It's
that.
so cold. It's too cold in Texas for especially the San Antonians. So this guy his technology freezing too.
No,
Running the weather in Texas, we was not prepared or expecting this shit. We thought it was going up north. But yeah, so our bitch is frozen right now because it's too cold. Oh look, he's back.
Technology freezing too. No, we back. My fault. My damn internet cord fell out. Pause.
I said pause.
But y'all know I'm an original Coi Leray fan, is what I was saying, man. So I was a fan before y'all jumped all on the bandwagon, and now she's going through it. But what's good, man? We in here live. What's good, my guy?
What up, y'all? You know the vibes. I'm in this bitch. Hello, present.
Present. Torian in the building. Oh, what you sipping tonight?
You know what? I was gonna say because I typically have like a drink on the show. Normally, I do like 50% of the time have a prosecco, but other 50% of the time I'll make a cocktail. And so I'm gonna start putting y'all on, giving y'all the recipes if y'all wanna like have drinks with me. So tonight I made a little mojito at the house. I chopped up and muddled the mint and the basil, which you can't really see this in there, trust me. But yeah, it's a strawberry mojito. It's fire, and so hit me up if you want the recipe.
There you go. Cousin Torian in the building, aka I Runs Wild, aka the realest. What up, T?
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. It's cold in the motherfucker. And I'm from Wisconsin, so it's just crazy how my body has like adapted to like Houston, Texas weather. And now like this is cold for me. I'm like, woo. But nonetheless, I'm here. I'm semi-queer. Might be leaving that lifestyle behind 2025. No, just fucking with y'all.
Torian funny as hell.
I love the niggas. And the niggas love me. Well, I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to talk my ish.
Well, this is a good time for me to put this out there. I see that Kim Jong, what's his name again? Kim Jong-un out there in North Korea. Y'all see what he just recently did? Well, Kim Jong-un said he tired of the foolishness out here. I'm not trying to get into the details. No more glizzies, goddammit. And he banned hot dogs from Korea. No more hot dogs around this motherfucker.
That's crazy.
My man Kim Jong said, Paul, I'm tired of saying pause to y'all. Just get it all out of here. Just get it out of here, goddamn
That's fucked up. I actually like hot dogs for real.
it. See, you can't go to Korea with that
I
foolishness.
know. I don't know what up, dude. I'm like, fuck. I would actually have to like ponder on that for some time. Cause I fuck with hot dogs on the grill or like a chili cheese dog too. It's like there's 100 ways you can have a
Yeah,
hot dog.
me and Kim
No,
Jong, we
that's
say we good.
crazy. Because they
Yeah.
known for like they Korean corn dogs. So like, what does that mean?
You said hot dogs, not corn dogs.
If you can't have a corn dog. You can't have a corn dog with a hot dog. Like, it's a hot dog inside of it.
Kim Jong, nah, man, we done. We put some turkey dogs inside there. I don't know what to tell y'all.
What's
I
the
don't know what
purpose
y'all
though?
gonna
Like,
do.
why? There's got to be a reason. What's the reason?
I'm sure there is, but you know me, the juvenile child in me didn't want to dig further for the actual reason. I just saw that he banned hot dogs, and I just went with that.
You just saw glizzies and was like, headline.
I was like, there we go, damn it. Get him out of here. We ain't doing that no more. Now ban popsicles next. Okay.
That's crazy.
But no, man. Hey, listen, man. You know, if you're new to the show, excuse me, if you're new to the show, we allow everybody that jumps on the panel or in this comment section to express themselves in a most organic state. You dig what I'm saying? That's been the motto of the show forever. We don't, censor the chat. We don't ban nobody, but we clap back if you acting a fool in there. I'm sipping tonight to Lionel's point. You know, I usually drink a little vodka. If I want to do some brown, I'll sip some Martell. That's my shit. And I was gonna kick the year off with some Uncle Nearest. So let me get some Uncle Nearest, you know what I'm saying? Represent, you know what I'm saying? Show love. And I stopped, and the place I stopped at, I was coming from wherever, yeah, ain't the point, but wherever I was coming from, it was the nearest place to it on the way trying to get to the show. And they're like, oh no, we don't have any right now. Like, damn. He's like, hey, but I recommend this. You know, he gave me some white boy shit, some of this damn whiskey. I don't know what this is. Red. Yeah, he probably had some in the back. He just didn't want to show me what the hell it was.
Right. He's like, take this. That's probably his cousin's liquor.
Right. Now this shit is from Sonoma County, California, Redwood Empire. This shit. So if I get effed up, y'all know why. Drinking some foolishness.
Let me see.
Redwood Empire.
Okay. I like the bottle, I like the package.
Yeah, so you know.
That's whiskey or
yeah. So we'll see how this shit go tonight. Yeah. We'll see how this.
Your Tennessee whiskey.
Ooh, shit. Okay. It's it's that kind of whiskey. Yeah,
That's
shit.
crazy.
Okay.
You should have got some Sir Davis. I go get some whiskey and support black people.
You know what? I've been meaning to get a bottle of Sir Davis, but you know what? Torian inspired me to start my bar. So I'm about to like finally build my bar now. And Sir Davis is definitely gonna be. You're gonna have the top shelf shit. You're gonna have the bottom shelf. Tell me you want the well or you want the top. If you come over, you want the top shelf shit. That's gonna be a little tip. I mean, at least a little $2 tip.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Otherwise, you get no tip. You get the well.
Hilarious. Lionel serving whales out the crib.
Oh, this is gonna be a bar. That way, it's gonna be jumping.
Hilarious. All right, let's get to some birds real quick, man. Can we get to some birds of the? This is this is an important spot right here for the birds of the new year. We got a flock again to start the year off. Let's start off with the latest one that was added to the bird list. What's this girl? So Ruby Rose, and what's the other girl's name, Torian?
I'm not pronouncing it. Shanisha.
So they started trending here recently tonight because, and let's put it up. Oh, my bad. That's the homie Kim Jong. We banning glizzies. Here we go. Because she said, never had a quote whole face. I don't want none either. LOL. What's fun about being ran through? And Ruby Rose jumped in and said, same, because ill. The fuck? And everybody was like,
the two people that's talking? Who's the two people saying that?
Ruby Rose is that, and that's who's pictured. And the other young lady, I'm not familiar with her game.
She a rapper. She was dating. I don't know how to pronounce it. Shnisha or something like that.
Shinsia.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. I just know she was dating Burna Boy.
That's probably like one of my celebrity crushes, Shinsia. Respectfully, Tamara. But Shinsia is so fire. She's literally fire.
Yeah, they so yeah, they, but everybody kind of was walking back. I don't know her background, but Ruby's information, it's kind of been circulated pretty prominently, you know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to her, but maybe she didn't consider what she was doing the whole phase. We gotta,
Right. Like, girl,
maybe
you
she,
you just got done fucking Drewski. Like, bitch, you a hoe. Like, girl, you let anybody hit now, baby.
I just remember I want to say she was doing like a Vlad interview with somebody, and they was like, let us know, we're gonna go name some guys and let us know if you ever dated them. They put it that way, if you dated them. And yeah, she was going through a list of people, and she was like, yeah, I should probably stop doing this game because she was naming some guys' names. She was like, yeah, but I was young then. She was saying that she was young then, and so we don't know what that meant. I don't want to put nobody on the fire that she was underage. Maybe she was just saying young as in 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, but how do we know that she's a hoe? Like, what makes y'all think she's just a hoe for sure?
I
I
think
was
that's the
thinking
thing,
this was
right?
Tiana Trump at first, and I was like, oh, okay. But now that I realize this
Hilarious,
is not Tiana Trump, I'm like, well,
hilarious.
how do we know? I know that because all I know about her is that like she dated DDG at some point, and that's really as far as her like dating life
Yeah, I
goes.
think I think the whole phase is something that some women that I've heard talk about it, they go into it like intentionally after like a breakup or relationship or whatever, wherever they're going through, they might
Mhm.
go into it intentionally. And then others they bring it up like later on, like, yeah, I was tripping back in, like 2021. And I had I was wild and I had a whole phase 2021. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
So
real hoe. That's the real hoe phase when you slip into it, and you just slipped into that hoe before you knew it. You was oh shit. It was like in too deep. Like, I gotta get out of here. Like I'm fucking knee deep. I'm literally knee deep in the whole shit. So when you slip into it, that's how you know she's in the whole phase. I feel like when you buy into the whole phase, I don't know if I'm buying what you're selling.
yeah, I would love for her to tell me what she like. Sometimes these people have to define it, right? What do you
Mhm.
consider? Like, what does Ruby Rose consider a whole phase, right?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because that could be different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but
And
it
then what
was
was her original statement?
which one,
Okay,
Ruby? Or,
never had a whole phase. I don't want none either. Oh, it's fun about being a ran through. Okay,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I feel like that's valid. There's truth to all things. Not all things, but there could be two things true at once. So, like, some people might need that sort of liberation wherever they are in their life. But then I could totally see, like, wait, this doesn't liberate me. It just devalues me. So I could see both perspectives, you know? All things can exist, multiple things can be true.
yeah. And again, just to to the fact of like what is considered a whole phase, it could be, you know, a young lady that works at your job. She may consider a whole phase if she has sex with, three guys in the same month, three different guys in the same month. Like, damn, I was a hoe, you know what I'm saying, in September. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else, that just may be a regular month for them. You know what I'm saying? So it just
Let me ask my AI. I'm gonna see what AI thinks about this.
yeah. Yeah. Where's Ruby Rose from? Do we know where she's from?
I want to like the
Really?
Midwest.
Okay. Well then she's naive as fuck if she's from the Midwest. Oh Lord, she from Kentucky? Jesus. Okay. Yeah, she.
Okay, so it's defined as a period in someone's life when they prioritize casual dating, sexual exploration, or non-committed relationships,
So
typically characterized by a focus on personal freedom, self-discovery, and enjoyment without constraints or expectations.
based on that, shit, Ruby Rose, your entire existence at this point has been a whole phase. Shit.
That's see, we don't know that because we only know her to have been in a serious relationship.
No, we don't. We
She
know
was
her to be in
dating
a
Drewski.
yeah.
And she was linked to the Migos. You know?
Travis
Tori,
Scott.
she already said that she didn't date Drewski. That was like a publicity thing.
Yeah, right. She was still
Tori,
stuck.
no, you gonna have to let that one go. I mean, but
You gotta
no,
accept it.
maybe to be fair, like that could just be an excuse. Maybe they did date, but why would you be kissing someone and like then deny them? I feel like she was just clearly saying like, obviously that was publicity. You guys relax, because people were starting to really buy into it. But that's what I'm thinking. Anytime I've ever heard of her like in the relationship setting, it's only been DDG, and then kind of like he spun the block while he was dating.
So I remember the first time I ever saw her, I didn't even know who she was. It was on a video with this little nigga right here. I'm looking at little TJ. Where like, remember that where she had came over and it was something where like she was trying to get home and he wasn't gonna give her money to fly back out. This was before like she even blew up. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember this.
Yeah, it was like a little. I remember it was a whole thing. So I remember academics posting it. Yeah. So they got now. Listen, this is the internet, but they got her. Who the hell is Ian Connor? Who's this? Oh, Playboy Cardi. He gets around these scenes. Lil Yachty, Takeoff, Travis Scott.
Are these all people that she's been with before, or like that?
21, Soldier, Cam Newton, DDG. Is it a page 2? Shit. French Montana.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, she got a
You took that Tupac song to heart.
We don't know that she's sleeping with all these men, but she's entertained them.
I don't know. I feel like maybe
she definitely sleeping with Cam Newton.
I could buy it. Like I'm buying it. Like I could. I don't feel like she just is a whole face kind of person. Maybe I'm naive.
Oh, I think she's.
But hoes normally will tell you like I'm a hoe, and like I'm on that. Hoes normally are pretty upfront.
But I think I want to say her dad is like a pastor or some shit.
Well, those are the biggest hoes, though, to be honest.
No, so.
Yeah, shout out to her. No disrespect, Ruby. Good looking woman.
No, I love. I do like Ruby. I like her songs as a rapper. She a rapper.
I don't know about the music, Tori. That's a little. No,
you gotta listen to that shit. That shit be going.
Nah, I do not have to listen to it, sir. I'm good.
You hate women, so I don't
expect Shinsia tweeting that tweet out in 2025. If you tweet that in 2025, Shinsia, like focus on your coochie in the mirror, like in the middle. Like don't look to the next person's coochie to be like, oh, I'm a double shade because you like to have a whole face. Like just go focus on your music career. Like seriously, like that. At some point, we gonna get tired of going year after year, worry about the next person's like balls or nuts or coochie lips. Like at some point we become exhausted and we say like, damn, like if my coochie doesn't want to be on the whole face, and just don't put it through that. But then like if someone else's does, let them go that route. Like I don't know what you get out of like like that like passive shit.
Okay, what's this nigga's name? Because apparently he was walking around funky for like 5 days.
Nasty ass.
What's that? He's definitely a bird of the week.
He is.
This nigga was walking around funky for 5 days. They said, is that what I read?
Yeah, go to the next slide. It should be right there.
Okay, so what happened? Can't believe I've been wearing the same clothes for the past 5 days. Went to the concert, the club, to the gym, musty. Okay, so what? So did they lose his luggage? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, the airport lost his luggage.
And so he didn't decide to go buy no clothes for 5 days. He just decided,
to protest the airline and sacrifice his own body and reputation now. Because why would you do that? And why would you post that?
So this nigga for 5 days, that's a long time to walk around.
Yeah, I would have been in the hotel room. I would have went to like that person tweeted. I would have to Target and got me some shit.
Yeah, I would have got me some clothes. Yeah, the hell are we talking about?
Like, or I would, if I couldn't do that, I would just have stayed my ass in the house or in the hotel. Like, he told him he went everywhere, to the club, to a concert, nigga, to the gym. That's what took it too far. Like, oh no,
you didn't went and intentionally worked up a damn sweat and got funky for real, knowing you ain't gonna change clothes. Yeah, this nigga.
Yeah, somebody was like, if he admitting to that, then you just know he won't brush his teeth. like this nigga breath like too. Like,
yeah, he's wilding out here.
Yeah, if you want to go get him no deodorant, like nigga, at least get some deodorant if you just go keep the same clothes on or something. Like
Jesus.
But like he just said, I'm walking around musty. Like, nigga, you could have just washed your drawers in the sink, took your clothes to the washer, if anything, but like you just was standing on this protest mentality that didn't serve anybody, like
Yeah, he's the only victim in this protest though. It's like no one else is
yes.
getting hurt. Like, dude, I'm not walking around musty. The fuck? Yeah, that's bad work. I ain't gonna hold you.
No,
Yeah,
and I
that
love
nigga.
catching hotter too. But I was talking to my friend about it in the car today. Like, see, I be trying to defend these Canadians and they be doing shit like that. Like, I could like see now Mo is right. Like now I'm fucking Canadians.
That
She
is some
been
weird.
right. She been right. You just
That is some weird shit.
Like, I can't
Yeah.
defend that.
there's nothing to defend there. That's crazy. But then I don't got the brain cells to be solving your house problems. Sorry, you gotta book me or something like that. But like obviously you just go to the store and get some fucking clothes, bitch. You go to the store. Like that's an easy fix. You ain't gotta book me for that one.
At all.
Easy
Yeah,
fix.
that's
No, I was so pissed one time I was taking Nas and Ocean out to dinner. And then Nas left his shoes at home. He'd be so ready to grab his like Switch or like his iPad, whatever. And so he grabbed his shit, but forgot his shoes. And I was like, Nas, this is insane. So we were like, we live in the Woodlands, driving into Houston to this restaurant. And so it was like 40 minutes away. And I'm like 15 minutes away from the restaurant by the time he told me, Dad, I don't have my shoes. I was like, what the fuck? So I just like ended up buying shoes for him like at the nearest like Foot Locker or something. And that's what you do. You just roll with the punches. But
Right.
you don't just say like, "Well, you
You
gonna
a
go to
good one. He
you go
was
to the
definitely at
restaurant
some.
barefoot. You have to go in there barefoot now. Do not wear your socks today." Like no.
No, the fact that you even went to Foot Locker show that you're a good parent, cause like, or you care about him, cause like anybody else was like, well, we finna stop into this motherfucking Walmart and get you something real quick, or Target,
But
but
I'm
like
like,
you went to fucking Foot
two
Locker.
birds, two birds in one stone. I'm like, okay, well, don't ask me for that. And you finna get some shoes right here, and this will be a little piece of your pie for like whatever, for good behavior. But don't
I
ask me
like
for shit next week. Don't ask me for no Robux. This is your Robux.
Right.
Robux gone. Damn. Yeah, that was crazy though. He walking around musty for 5 days is crazy work. I ain't gonna hold you. That's real bad work. Have y'all seen this lawsuit going on at FS1, Fox Sports 1?
Mm-mm.
There's a it's pretty big in the sports world right now. There's a she was a hairstylist for FS1 for a while, and now she's filing a lawsuit naming Skip Bayless from ESPN fame as well. Said that he propositioned her 1.5 million for whatever. I don't know if it was for one night or for a sex slave. I don't know what he was trying to do, but 1.5 million is what was thrown out there. She's also she also threw another host in there, Joy Taylor, black chick. Her brother played in the NFL. She does sports now as well. I gotta play this because Joy has very big breasts. And she does like to insinuate, show them off, right? Damn, torn you free. Oh, okay, that's froze. So Jason Whitlock, who's also a sportscaster, he talked about why when he worked there, he stayed away because she's named in the lawsuit. She kind of gets thrown into the lawsuit and gets thrown under the bus because it's not even anything about her. It's just that like she was cool with his hairstylist, and so the hairstylist is talking about how, yeah, because I used to hang out with her and she was married and she would be hanging out with the higher up all the time and they would be leaving together and they would she was putting her out there that she was fucking all these dudes, you know what I'm saying? So this is this is gonna sound wild. What? This is Jason Whitlock, and he's gonna describe.
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, he's a coon. Yeah, he's always out here cooning. Yeah, he hates all black folks. But he finna say this is gonna be one of the wildest statements that you've ever heard in your life. Listen to what he says.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big wrap. Like, Jay, keep your distance. I know what I'm capable
That
of.
nigga said, I know what I'm capable of. Nigga, that's relax yourself, my boy.
He just fucking told himself. Like, what?
Nigga said, I know what I'm capable of with that peanut butter skin.
I
And
feel
that's
like
not even
people,
peanut butter skin. Like, ain't that a white woman?
No,
no, she's not right.
No, she's not white. I think she's half black, half white, or half something, half black and
Oh,
something.
okay. It looks like she white.
But
Okay.
you know,
Nigga, she
people
the
be
same
so
color as you,
comfortable.
goddamn Tori. Your ass out here.
People be so comfortable with their like freak shit. Like he's so comfortable with his freak shit to the point that that doesn't even sound or feel off to him. He's like, this is actually the best idea for us all. He's like, I just see that them titties and I see that skin. And I'm like, sir, you can't say that. This is very problematic. But for somebody that's like, I can only imagine where his mind is for this to be what's coming out. You know, because some things you keep to yourself, and like for this and like for him to be like, this is fine. I could totally let the world know this piece.
Oh.
Like, imagine the fucking shit that goes through his mind. But
He
it's just a
said-
reminder. It's a reminder that people do become desensitized to their own, like, shit. He's like, oh, this is no big deal. Trust me, this is no big deal.
Bruh, dude said, I know what I'm capable of. I'm like, what are you saying you're capable of, Whitlock? Like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Oh,
Like
that
some
nigga-
things you just think like that's crazy to say about a woman because a man.
Look, here he goes again.
How does she get that job? How does she even get that opportunity? Because she's got a big pair of cans, and she's, according to she's willing to let people enjoy those big cans of hers.
How old is he? Like, big cans. Like, who talks like that?
Big cans. That nigga said, I love the other one though. I love like Lionel said, it sounds so creepy when he says this.
And that big rack of hers
Hold
that
on,
she
not-
showed off
Hold on, I
constantly.
want to go back to the very beginning of that. Hold on.
Sir.
It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack.
Sir,
Like, Jay,
the racks
keep
are
your
not for
distance.
you. The racks are for the
I know
executives.
what I'm capable of.
I know what I'm capable of. That means he's with the shits.
But we don't know what that means. Like that could be a lot.
That mean he a freaky ass nigga when he stays
No,
ass
that mean
inside.
I'm about to report your ass while we can. Like while we can, anything else, like y'all come get this one right here. Come get one of
He
these.
said, shit, I know what I'm capable of with that big rack and that peanut butter skin. Oh, he said, shit, don't come
If she
around
was a
me.
stripper or a prostitute, okay, fine.
He
Like, this is
said,
just a regular lady, sir. Relax.
do not come around me, shit. With that, he said, if you come around me with that foolishness,
But
it's
at the
finna
end
go
of the
down.
day, do I feel like all this is wrong? I feel like these are all adults. So, like, you could say it's wrong, but at the end of the day, people have power and position. And sometimes they don't want to fuck somebody that wants that position. If the
That's
person
a
wants to
fact.
fuck back, like, if the person want to fuck back, who cares? Like, you might be mad. Somebody that's working their ass off that's not trying to fuck, like, they going to be mad, of course. But maybe you could have just fucked and got the position. Or you just realized that you wasn't willing to give up something for that position. Like, you were okay with that, you know? But I'm totally like, I feel like if people are consensual and willing to participate, then what's the big deal? I could see
That's
how it's
what
not fair for some of the hoes that's just
yeah.
watching, like, hey, I'm working for this. Like, well, some people are fucking for it. That's the difference. Like, you working for it, they fucking for it. Who am I gonna pick here? Obviously, the one that's fine. So I mean, it's like hypothetically you would want it to go the other way, but in reality, these are humans, and like we're humans.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing yesterday. I did a sports show yesterday, and I was saying the same thing. I was like, listen, man, as long as everybody's a willing participant, no one was forced to do anything. Yeah, we can talk about well, they was married and he was married and she was married. Who cares, right? Like I'm not the
That's
moral.
not our
I'm not the
problem.
moral.
Like the wife
Yeah.
is good, the husband's good.
Yeah, I'm not the moral police anyway, right? Who the hell am I to police your morals, right? As long as no one was forced to do anything, they both were consenting on it. Cool, right? Like it's life, bro. Like people who have hiring power, whether you're a manager who hires, a district manager, whether you're whatever, like people hire off of different things. It's not always just based on your resume blew me away and you were so cool and smart in your interview. Sometimes it's as simple as, oh man, I like the way I like that storyline or two. I like, you know what I'm saying? I talked to Tori, man. You know what I mean? He kind of looked like one of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hire that nigga, man. He was cool. You know what I'm saying? It don't be that deep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It can be very surface level. You know what I mean? Like
I know about that life. I mean, I hired so few people because they was cute when I worked in retail. Like, oh, this nigga's cute.
Torin didn't even look at the red. He didn't even look at the damn application. Fuck this application.
So
When can you start?
When am I going to be able to take you serious? Like, when am I going to be able to take you serious?
No, I mean, yeah, because we weren't supposed to do that too. I mean, I would look up on Facebook and shit. I'd be like, let me see what this motherfucker look like.
Sir.
What his name say? Okay.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Let me make sure I'm always keeping my Facebook to you, everything to you. You never know. Like, you never know.
Like, okay.
Let me see. Did anybody listen, man? I know that Christmas we just had the holidays just passed, but there was a workout that it was a workout that the ladies was doing. And I don't know if everybody caught the viral workout, you know what I'm saying, for Santa. But this white woman and went this white woman, boy, she got the best workouts out here for y'all, man. I'm gonna get my lady signed up for these workouts so we can get it popping at the crib. Let's go, goddammit.
Those legs. Santa sleigh. You go Santa sleigh, bring the gifts.
I like that. Okay.
Bring the gifts.
Santa
sleigh, bring the gifts.
Yeah, Santa sleigh, bring the gifts.
Bring the gifts, Santa.
Right, she mean gift for her. I know some girls that got gifts.
Santa sleigh, bring the gifts. God damn it. Shit, let's go. What's that shit? I'm shit. Fa la 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 around this motherfucker. Santa sleigh, bring the gifts is the new workout. God damn it.
What's the show called? Naughty what? I can't see
what it say? Naughty? Let me see if we gotta get a wider view. Pause. Naughty.
Well, I want you to give your break a pause brain. Your brain.
No.
It needs a break.
That was 2024.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Santa sleigh, bring the gifts. Santa sleigh, bring the gifts. Santa sleigh, bring the gifts.
I say naughty
from
girl.
the top.
Yeah, it looks like
from the top. She said, "Take this shit back from the top."
Oh, this is the beginning. This is probably the part that you saw, Torian.
Front, back. We're gonna speed this up. If you're not comfortable with popping your ass, all I want is your hands. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, listen. If you don't know how to throw that ass, just hit the hand shit. If you just want to work out with your hands, boom. But watch what she do, though. She gonna tell y'all, but if you want to, though, if you want to get it popping.
But if you can, get in that shit. Come on, 4, 3, good, 2.
With some black
we call it the ribbit walk. You go ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Okay, no. I'm gonna be in the club doing that shit. My ribbit off. Maybe I find my prince. Look.
Right.
My ribbit dance.
Come on.
The ribbon walk is gonna help you find the prince.
That ribbon is guaranteed to change your life.
Oh man, the transition from the ribbit walk to Santa sleigh and bring the gifts is crazy. But shout out to her, man. Oh, she be out here doing it.
Shout out to her.
Oh,
She probably got a class tonight.
She is funny
right.
as hell.
Hey.
You on no strings, baby. You made it.
She is funny as hell to me. Every time I see her shit, she be having the funniest little dances she be doing. Okay, let's get to this, and then we're gonna get to the baby stuff. Because I think this is a made-up story. We gotta leave these made-up stories in 2024. I think this is a made-up story, but it is funny and it is compelling. So I think Torian sent this to. Do you send it to the group chat, Torian?
Probably.
This chick who's clearly lying.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go. She's clearly full of shit.
Are y'all gonna read the
So
headline?
I ghosted my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and I have not spoken to him since. Before I get into this, I just want to say that me and my boyfriend, we have been together for a year. Well, almost a year, 11 months. A year on February 2nd, we will have been together. Okay. My boyfriend is also 34, grown man. He also is a homeowner, has a pretty good job, and also has a business that he's starting. So let's start there, right? So recently, I obviously, like you all have known, I have become unemployed, and I have not been able to find a job. I have put in like 30 applications a day. I've got nothing, like barely even an interview. I've gone on 2 interviews. So I've been literally struggling, and I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna keep it together for this. I'm not gonna get stressed out. I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. It's something so crazy about having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day and then the next day having nothing.
Okay, let's stop it there. That's the first cap. She ain't had no goddamn hundreds of thousands of dollars. But let's move on. And
No,
I don't want to.
and I agree with that. Well, I mean, it just shows me that like if you did, like you're irresponsible.
Right. How the hell you?
Like-
Yeah. Stop.
But that's what's going on right now. And so I am vulnerable with my man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna need to like stay with you for a little while I get myself together. Like, I don't have anything on the rent, and so I'm gonna need to move with you while I get myself together. Mind you, I said he has his own house, his own 3-bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood. He also has a best friend. His best friend lives with him, mind you, and has been living with him for however many years that he's like lived there, almost the whole time he's lived there. And so I'm like, if his best friend can live with him, why not his girlfriend, you know? So I'm like, hey, I need a place to stay. Which honestly, in hindsight, I shouldn't even have to ask for that. He knew I was struggling. He should have said, hey, let me take something off of your plate. Like, come stay with me so that you can breathe and get this. If he really cared about me, he would have said that, but he didn't. He sat there and he watched me struggle and then watched me get to the point where I was like, hey, I just need a break. Like, I'm literally so depressed. I'm losing my mind. I can't find anything. Can you please help me? And he said, no. He said, no. He said, no, you cannot live with me. Mind you, living with him is free. Doesn't cost him anything. He said, no. I can't live with him. At first, he goes, oh, I like that we have our own places to retreat to when we get into our arguments. And wrong answer. Number one, when we get into arguments, we never leave. Like, we stay in the same room and we continue to work.
Okay, let's stop it there because she's rambling at this point a little bit now. So let's go back. Let's give the update. So 34, I think she said her boyfriend's 34.
Yeah.
Is that what you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a house. She said he has a okay job. She kind of threw a little shot at his job. She didn't say he had a good job. She was kind of like, he got an okay job, got a decent job, and then she got a business on the side he opening. He doing good enough. He got a house, and you had hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no goddamn house. So something he doing all right. Now she threw in that his friend also lives with him, right? Which was kind of random to throw in there at that point that his friend lives with him as well. And she told him she invited herself that she needs to see. That's why I think she got it effed up with me. When you come to somebody and say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna need to stay with you. What? You know what I'm saying? Hold on now.
Yeah.
That's wild. And just because, if we're dating, like everybody knows this stage is of dating. Like, I think it would be very difficult to rush into that move-in phase like that because of, you got something going on, because that could fuck up whatever it is we might be trying to work toward. Now we just jump ship. We just moved in together. You quote unquote broke. You ain't got no money. That's stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't know. What say y'all, man? Seems like she's doing a lot.
No, yeah, like when I was looking at the comments and stuff, it was like both sides of the fence. I was seeing people saying shit, but like, it's something she has said that I thought about. Oh, when she just said like, staying with him is free, like it don't cost him nothing for her to be there.
Right,
like that's a lie,
right.
actually, because like an added person in this motherfucker is a added increase on like energy that's being used, water that's being used. Like it's not like it's free just because like the rent don't change. Like it's other factors that you do coming into his home add on to, you know. And then she said she ain't got no money to help at all. So it's not like you was like, I could help with something. You know, it's just like I gotta come stay with you because I ain't got no money. It's like, okay, are you gonna
Yeah.
ask me? Like,
Right.
and it's just like she just assumed like some people like don't want to rush into that shit. Like some people take that shit seriously when it's like we move in once, like we both fully know each other. Like she like we've been together for a year. Like this thing, I don't know if you did play the video, but she had talked about how when they first started dating and everything, she had said she wanted to be engaged within like once like a year hit, she wanted to be engaged. So it's like how you got all these expectations. She was saying like he was agreeing with it, like yeah, but it's like I think in her head, like she like that's why she kept trying to rush it up to a year. She's like, we've been together for a year. She's like, actually it was 11 months, but like it'll be a year in February. Like, how you just go like
Round
so
it
no,
up.
you
Yeah.
was trying to paint this man to be so bad, like from the beginning. Like, nah, like she just trying to force that shit on. And like some people were saying like men do that, like they were saying like he never liked her. Some people saying like his best friend is his boyfriend, which I could see honestly. I like uh but then also like maybe he like hell no, because I don't let my friend move in on that shit, and like this nigga, I can't get rid of this nigga, and now you try to come in on that same shit, like nah, we can't do that. But a lot of
I
people,
mean, I understand what they saying though, because it is like if you're quote unquote dating a person and they going through some shit, yeah, you might want to help, but like, what does that help look like? Right? Like, what does this help look like? You can come kick it for a little while, yeah, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, like you physically moving all of your stuff in here and like letting your place go. Hey, I'd rather throw you some money to make sure you straight on your rent. I'd do that before I just be like, okay, let's just move in. Like,
right, and
yeah.
she ghosted him based off the fact that he didn't want her to move in, but like she didn't even say like if she asked him for money to help pay the bills, like because he might have been like, hell yeah, I'd rather do that than like how you come move in with me, like because
Yeah.
some people still like that space, and he probably thinking like, okay, we not at a space where we could move in at. It clearly that
Yeah.
she couldn't accept that, like she
Yeah.
didn't want to think about that being a possibility, like
Cause me, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm at a spot where like my friend is living there, yeah, I don't know if I want her to move in just because you know what I'm saying. Not saying like I don't trust my homeboy, but like I don't, you know what I'm saying. I just don't, what the hell are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you ain't got no job, so you just here all the time now.
right.
Yeah, I might want something a different living situation. Maybe I need to get him out of here first before I can have you move in fully. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if this nigga finna get the fuck out. So yeah, it's a
That
lot.
part too.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
a lot.
again, it's just like he probably knows she irresponsible in some way. Like, so it's like, no, I don't want you moving in here. Or she
Did
might
she
be
ever?
living, she might be living nasty. He like, nah,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Did she
that's
ever say her age? Because she said he was 34. So how old is she? Because she made it try to seem like she was young or something. She looked like
I
she in
don't
her
think
30s. No
she's
disrespect.
yeah, she like she in her 30s, but I don't think she has said it.
Yeah.
And then my other take is like, cause I had went to her page, I'm like, you getting this TikTok check. Like, so she had some videos with some views. So I'm like, you getting the TikTok check, so you definitely just irresponsible with your money.
Right.
Like, cause you should be posting videos every day to get that motherfucker check to pay that motherfucker rent. Or you need to just downsize. Or you need to downsize, move to another apartment. Like you
Right.
probably, if you had hundreds of thousands of dollars, like you probably was living above your
Yeah.
means, really.
Yeah.
And now like you done lost your shit. And why did you
Yeah.
lose your shit? You trying to come at him like he's so irresponsible as a man, like as a woman. Who are you doing to lose your job? No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
And don't put it on me that like it's my responsibility now that like I gotta I have to do this. I'm so like I've always that's a big pet peeve of to me is like somebody telling me that like because of A, B, and C, I'm like, so you're supposed to do this. Like, well, I'm not supposed to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can help, I'll help. If I want to help, I define how my help looks. I'm not,
Right.
you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you need help, you can't tell me how my help is supposed to look. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I want you to help me, but you can only help in this way. Well, okay, I'm good then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. You dig? That's insane. But yeah, that's just me though. Go ahead though, Lot.
I agree. I really agree. She's just entitled. You can look at those faces and tell. Screenshots. Those screenshots say, get my eyes up out of here." But no, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to her besides get to work like the rest of us. Like, I mean, or go home with your family. That's always another option. If you just like
Mm.
get to go stand on some shoulders, you better go stand on your family. You go stand on them ancestors. Just
No, and that was the other thing too that she was saying in the video. She was saying like how she done like she understand like how he couldn't help because like she've helped people in the past. Like she've had friends who stayed with her and all this stuff. So she couldn't understand like why he couldn't help her. And that was the whole point too. Like, okay, why can't you stay with none of your friends that you saying like
Right.
you stayed with? Like, why is it just him to like help you out? Like you have friends like who you saying stayed with you and shit like that.
yeah.
So it's just her priorities are fucked up clearly, financially and mentally. Because it's
Yeah.
just like she just giving this like um what's that shit? Damsel in distress that she just want to be saved by this
Right.
knight in shining armor. Like it's like no, like
Let
and
me play a
I
little
think
bit.
like for as a man, sometimes they want to see if they woman can pick herself up or like if she go fight or what she go do when times get hard. Like
Mhm.
and it's showing that she just go like look to somebody else to come help her, to come save her.
Mhm.
Yeah, and again, it's a big difference between you saying, "Hey, can I crash?" You know what I'm saying, a couple nights here and there, and I'm moving in now. Like, whoa, hold on. You just inviting yourself to move in? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it is a big man, everybody knows if anybody's ever lived with anybody, it's a big shift. It's not just like a little, oh, okay, well, she lives here now. Like, no, it's you know what I'm saying? It's a big shift that happens. And so you can't just say, "Hey, I lost my job. I need to move in with you now." Like, whoa, hold on, shit. Let's figure this out. Yeah, let's get some alternatives. Let me see what else you got to say though.
Talk it out until we work it through, which I think is a really good habit that we have and a really good green flag that we have in our relationship. Yes, do we get into arguments? So does everyone. Yes, do I lose my cool? I'm a woman, but I rein it back in and we figure it out and nobody goes home. So that's a weird thing to say. We've never even done that. Second of all, that's like a problem to me, not a solution. When we get into arguments, we should not be leaving because what happens when we get married? There is no way to go. We both live in the same house. So maybe that's not a good habit to start. Being that we have not started yet, maybe let's not start that now. On our very first date, I told him that I wanted to be engaged within a year. I said, after a year, I want to be engaged. He said that's plenty of enough time for someone to know whether or not they want to get married or not. This is what he said. We have talked about it, I shit you not, probably 10 times throughout this year. And never once did he say, I don't think this is going well enough for that to be a realistic goal anymore. Never once did he say, hey, like, let's pump the brakes. I don't think that we're doing that well for it to get to that. So I'm thinking we're doing well. We're on schedule. After a year or a year and a half, we'll probably get engaged. Then he goes, I don't think I want to live with someone again until I'm married to them, which is some new boundary that he literally just made up because he's never said that the whole time we've been together. And I go, maybe it's not a good idea that you live with someone after you already got married to them, because what if you guys are not compatible to live together and you don't know that until after you're already married? Then what? That's really dumb, actually. And so
This is torturous.
No, and she
With
just
life.
like putting her opinions as like fact. Like, how is that stupid? Like, if you moving after you get married,
I'm like,
You-
what the fuck
like,
what did I do to deserve this purgatory? This is like a reoccurring dream that just is on my ass. It's like her voice won't stop the video on end.
No, her
It's like,
faces.
and to be fair, like I get venting. I feel like this is her venting, honestly. And like, and people go to social media to vent and so like whatever. But it's just I couldn't be any less interested. Like I'm sorry, but girl, I don't give a fuck. You gonna have to figure it out like the rest of us. My problem is I got high ass rent right now. That's my problem. You're gonna talk about problems all day. Like who cares? Like
No
it's
facts.
don't. It's like please don't stress me out with that bill shit. Cause everybody got children. Hello, we're all here, babe. We all know. But no.
Oh, shit. What
Don't
up,
mind me.
Nate?
My attention span was totally. I was fighting myself trying to make that video. Like, fuck, Lionel, listen. But I just can't listen to that shit. I was like, no,
Nah,
I'm not
she's
listening.
she's she's full of shit. Naomi in the building, y'all. Everybody say what up tonight.
Yes. More importantly, hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
hey, welcome
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, you came into us, shitting on women. No, I'm playing.
Not even.
On this particular woman, because she
This was a
just
bird. This was a hoe.
no.
I'm
Nah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. She wasn't a hoe.
Yeah. No,
uh,
she just was losing me. Like as the convers as she like further went on in the video, I'm just like,
She was
no,
venting.
like look at your attitude. How you think? Like this is probably why he didn't want to move in with you at 11 months of your relationship. Like he probably like it's like if y'all said a year, then how are you mad at him that he don't want to rush into things when y'all said and stay like it was gonna be a year once y'all get engaged and all this shit? Like
yo,
niggas don't like to be rushed like when it comes to that shit. So like why are you rushing this man
She
into
don't know.
this?
Clearly, she don't know. She's scared. She wants to learn that lesson. She's like, oh, she like, I scared him. She's like, fuck, I scared
No,
him.
yes.
But she's
That's my
gonna wake
biggest
that.
fear. It's a
Yeah,
scary
that's gonna wake
man.
up. That's gonna wake up one day. But right now, she's like in the thick of it. Look at those faces.
mm.
What you
Good
think,
luck to her.
Naomi?
She'll be all right.
Yes,
She'll be all right.
I said, what do you think about?
When you sent the video, or I don't know if I had just came across it, I definitely didn't watch it, but just reading the caption, it's just like, for one, 11 months of dating is nothing for me. I'm like, I've been needing to know niggas for years, for one, but like, talk to your family about that shit. And honestly, I definitely wouldn't be fucking with a nigga who wouldn't be looking out for me in no type of way. And so, but she ghosted him, so it shows like how much like respect she has for him, and it kind of just shows how much respect he has for her, which is like none. Like y'all probably don't even really fuck with each other like that. So
That's
hey,
so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
Not they hate
but
each
saying
other. They
that
was not fucking
she
with
could
each
live in
other.
her car is crazy.
I know that is crazy. That's like so passively like. That's like
Man.
passively.
No, that was
He was
Hey,
basically
passively
somebody have
saying
to
acting.
get it
every
how you can get it.
He said, "Fuck you."
I know.
That's what he
Savage.
said.
Savage. But
No,
he
he was
was
like it
What
literally.
builds character. You need some character, yo. Like it
But
builds character. Shit.
that was when I was like, okay, this story's definitely got to be fake. Because now she
But
just
that's a.
put too
I don't
much
think that's
extra.
fake. That's a
Oh, I
turnoff.
think that shit's fake. I don't think this story is real. I think that she's doing this because, to Torian's point, she got her IG TikTok followers up, and she needed a good story to put out there to get some engagement. She's an engagement farmer, so she's trying to get some engagement. You know, so I'm not mad at her for the engagement.
Start
Yeah,
doing
because
that shit.
it's just too much. 34-year-old man. He has a 3-bedroom house, but he got his best friend that stay with him too. They've been together a year. They had this conversation on their very first date that she wanted to be married within a year. It's that time frame now. Now she don't got a job. She wants to move in. Why can't I move in? It's just,
Why does that sound far fetched to you? That
that
sounds
shit is cap.
so realistic.
But
It's
it
not
would be
cap.
crazy.
I'm
I'm
Like
surprised
you
you
living
saying
with
this
a
cap
nigga.
for it because you need a reason to hate women. This is a perfect reason. Now you saying she making this reason up for you to hate her? This is crazy, Roy.
Yes,
This is
what they
crazy.
do.
No, people will surprise.
No,
I'm
it
not
should have been
surprised
a
by this.
red flag that he was 34 years old with he
She
living with a
looks
nigga.
34 years old. No
But he living
disrespect.
with a nigga. Like what the fuck?
No, the
Like I
dude is
wouldn't
living
fuck
with
with no
him.
nigga with a roommate grown as fuck. Like
I mean, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I think that's all. I think because she threw that in later. That's like, okay, she threw that in for some. Okay, by the way, he got his friend that live with him too. Like, all right, so now everybody's live with me. What the fuck? We having a slumber party? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean
And
shit. If
and she
you rather
said that.
live with a nigga over your girl,
She said that she went. She was like, yeah, it's crazy from going from having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day to nothing. So again, it's just cap. So she had hundreds of thousands of dollars that she just fucked off within a week. Stop. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that I feel like that. But just because there's a lie doesn't mean that everything's a lie.
Shit, it could be though.
Yeah, it could be, or it could be true.
Man, listen, scratch a lie.
Either way, that's somebody's
old
reality.
folks say that. Scratch
That's
a lie.
totally
goddamn.
somebody's reality. Somebody under the motherfucking sun, bitch, then got kicked off their ass, and now they want to stay nigga, and the nigga was like, no, bitch. Because trust me, if you ever look at me in the dating and be like, oh, 11 months, I'm going to be so turned off and good on you. Like, I'm going to ghost you. Like, you want my app to ghost me. Like, I'm going to just let you figure that out. Honestly,
Okay,
like,
but
that's a
what if
turn
this
off.
is
Like,
your girlfriend? What if this your girlfriend? She already like spending nights over there. Cause I feel like, especially when it comes to like grown people that are single, like no kids in a relationship, like they'll be having crazy sleepovers. And so, but to just be like, oh hell no. Like, I know you be over here all week anyway, but no, you can't officially move in. So I don't know.
I mean, listen,
But
is
it
she
wasn't
gonna bring
necessarily like, could I move in? It was kind of like, this is where I'm about to move in. Like, you know, I'm moving
right?
in. This is kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't know. This whole thing just makes me uncomfortable. If I'm frank, that's a turn off to me. And because that's way too soon. I'm not trying. Bitch, I better not see no problems in the honeymoon. Like, bitch, I better be googly eyed. My eyes better be like the emoji, just straight hearts. That's it. Literally, because if there's any problems there, bitch, I don't want it. Because there's gonna be problems. But like right now, this is supposed to be the drunken love. It's supposed to be all cutesy and fun. So like, I don't know. I would be very turned off. But that first like dating stage is like very sensitive for me. Like I'm looking at a lot of shit at that point.
Does she?
I'm deciding if
Here
it's
are
my
the
life or not.
questions that I have. If she's moving in, does she have a Santa sleigh? And is she bringing the gifts? This is what they see. We gotta figure. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Santa sleigh. I don't know if it's a ribbon. What's the walk called? A ribbon walk? I don't know if it's a ribbon walk involved. None of that. I need to figure all this out before she just move. Because it seems like that's probably why she's not moving in. She don't got a Santa sleigh or gifts. So can't move you in. I'm sorry, ma.
Right, there's a reason. There's a reason.
Get it out the mud. Hey, get it out the mud. Get it out the mud, man. You know, shout out to her though. Good luck to you though, man.
But then that's also good for her. Like, good thing it wasn't 3 years later and you realize, oh damn, he doesn't fuck with me. He would never even let me move in with him. Like now you know, and like you know, you're still an adult. Like you still got bills, still lost your job. Like you still gotta face the music. That's what, that's what you gotta do. You know, face the music. That's what happens. You prolong facing the music when you're looking left and right. And you're like, yeah, and, you know, just like face that music and like, you know, dance to
It
the
is
tune.
what it is.
And
What
then she
it
talking about
is,
some
man.
shit. You ain't got the money to pay the rent. How you gonna move out this motherfucking place? Like it ain't gonna
Not
cost
to
me
saw
nothing.
somebody-
She gonna
you
need
know
his
what?
help.
Right, it's gonna cost me because I'm gonna have to pay to get your shit moved into this motherfucking house. Like
But I saw somebody in this situation say I'm like close friends, and they were saying how like this guy that she used to talk to was like in a bad situation and kind of hit her up like, hey, it's not even on no sex stuff. Like if I can move in with you, I'll pay you $300 a month. And she was like, $300 a month. And then also he was like, I'll like we'll always have weed and you can always smoke. Like he had proposals. He was like, I have my own. He was like, I have my own detergent. Like I'll keep toilet paper. Like he was like really pitching it. Well, I mean, like, cause he was really pitching that shit, and like she like screenshotted all the messages and posted on her
Oh my
close
God.
friends.
No,
I know.
because when
but
people
like
are in that
$300 now? I don't know.
situation,
No,
when
that's what
people
she said.
like,
She said $300 was like no, but she said the weed made her consider though. She was like, the
I
weed
guess
made
yeah, because that might equal. I mean, if it's enough, it may be $300 worth of weed too.
300 plus the weed. That's a smacker.
300. I better
no, but
have
then you
fucking
have to deal
pounds.
with a whole nother person in your space.
Yeah, like
But
you
yeah,
stay
I don't
upstairs.
like that energy when somebody is like, you know, in that survival mode of like losing a home or like being houseless. Like that shit is like some real shit. And they'll really be trying to like use you on some shit. And so you have to be very careful with that energy. Cause of course, like you don't want to just like ice them out when anybody is in that situation. Cause it's such a precarious situation, especially like being in 2025, like that's probably gonna be a lot of people's reality. Is this that like people
housing is
can't
so
afford
high.
rent? Like
Yeah.
dead ass, people can't afford that shit. And so, hey, you gotta be very You gotta be very careful, like navigating those type of situations. Cause hell nah, but I don't fuck with no houseless niggas. I'm like, please,
That's
no.
very true.
That's scary for me.
Yeah. All right, let's get before we get into it. I gotta do it. You know, I gotta do it one more time, Torian. We gotta do it before we get into the baby trap. Bring the gifts, God damn it. Let's go.
No, you know what? You also need to play the TikTok that I sent to the group chat.
Santa Slay, bring the gifts. Bring the gifts. Santa Slay, bring the gifts.
Bring the goddamn gifts if you're moving in. Let's go. We gotta bring the goddamn gifts with you. Baby traps. Can we get to baby? Not booby traps, baby traps. God damn it. You know, for a long time, men have been saying that women were trying to trap them with kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't want no baby. You know what I'm saying? You messed around and got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You get those calls late at night. I think I'm pregnant, and you have these awkward conversations. So what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like weird ass shit we start talking about. But now,
What you gonna do?
yeah, what you gonna?
It's stuff like that.
Hey, so the game goes. Get some, this,
gonna
hey, the
do?
game fucked up. The
Like,
game
oh, you
fucked up.
pregnant? Oh, you pregnant?
The game fucked up, right? But now they saying the game is changing though, Lionel. They saying that is it the men that's doing the trapping with the babies?
The men been trapping the women.
What?
Tripping. Hell yeah.
Drop a
Hell
hold on.
yeah.
I could see that for some people. I could definitely.
I'm like,
see
shit, my baby daddy tried to trap my ass. I'm free though.
I'm not gonna let
free
you
though.
put that
I
on
made
him.
it out. Ain't no holding me.
I made it out.
No, I could totally see that for people.
No, but definitely for like these rap girls, like I promise, like don't
You
let a
feel like
girl
they're getting
come
trapped
up.
right now?
Huh?
You feel like the rap girls are getting trapped?
These niggas are putting babies in the bitches, like automatically. They're like, yeah, you're going on child support now, bitch. You're gonna be the one on child
What's that?
support.
Oh, you want to be a rapper? You want to be a rapper, bitch? You want to rap?
Facts.
Yeah, bitch. I need the chain. I
They
need
definitely
my
seeing the gravy train. They seeing the gravy train and hopping that shit on it.
They really are having the rap experience.
No, and I'll just be like, every time I see a girl become a baby mama, I'm just like, another one bites the fucking dust. Like, another one bites the dust. Like, goddamn, bitch, you missed it again. Like,
But shout out to Zendaya because she wasn't drinking the water. She got engaged this weekend.
oh wow,
Right? They said. Meanwhile, these houses out here popping out babies, and Zendaya got the ring. You need to take a page out of her book.
No, like, and that's what you
She with a white
need to
man.
be
She is
focused
fucking with
on.
she is fucking with a white boy, you know. So maybe that's where you Negroes, you know. But go ahead. Just saying.
Shit. I mean, that do be showing the difference. But yeah, I just like I don't know. I just can't believe like the women are still signing up to be baby mamas. Still, like after all we know, like still, like that's
Imagine Naomi. Just imagine like Cleopatra's grandma. She's like, "Y'all don't go for it," and like all the like humanity's just gone. Like I'm sure like Eve was like, "Bitches, no!" Like it's stressed, and like the
no,
girls.
and like me as a baby mama myself, you know, I've literally told everybody, I'm like, please, like, don't.
I've literally watched, and everyone's like, it's like
They don't listen, and then the baby's born 6 months later. They like, oh my god, like,
yeah, they're like,
this is the most horrible shit.
Yeah,
like, I can't believe I'm stuck with this nigga for life. Like, yeah,
y'all thought those babies was cute, and y'all thought those babies were just cute, and that's it.
No facts. Like,
those babies are shitty, and they stink, and they fart.
Yeah.
Reconsider. Read some literature. Yeah, they got to do better. Okay, so who are these industry women that you feel like have been saddled, strapped with the
whatever? Like I feel
babies?
like a lot of I can't even think of all the rap girls, but I just feel like every time a woman pop up pregnant, like as soon, even like Keke Palmer.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe Keke Palmer fell for the shit, and so boom, it was like literally 6 months later, like 6 months after the baby was born, she was already going through the shit. Like,
oh yeah, it was wild.
All your shit is out in the open.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's just like
that's
like damn, just use or just like use birth control. Like I don't get it. Like I'm like, if you're gonna be fucking on niggas, just at least use birth control.
Right.
Like if that's what
And you
the
want to
type
fuck
of life
raw.
you want to be on, yeah, like literally, if you want to be fucking with an ancient nigga, or even if it is like your boyfriend, like maybe y'all are in a committed relationship, it still just needs to be more intention there. Because if y'all just gonna be fucking, especially once you're living together, so maybe that nigga like lucked out telling her not to move together. Because I remember before I got pregnant, in high school. In high school, this girl I went to high school with. I think she already had like 2 babies, like in high school. I think she was pregnant when she had told me this. And she was like cousins with my baby daddy. Like she lived behind the other street. And I remember like my baby daddy had got like kicked out his house. And so I was letting him live with me. Or I guess my mom was letting him live with us. And she was like, girl, like, don't be doing that. That's how you get pregnant, when you be living with a nigga. I remember she told me that while she was pregnant. She was the one who told me that shit. And luckily I didn't get pregnant that time. But by the time we were definitely like living together, like the second time we did actually start living together, boom. That's definitely when I got pregnant. And that's when anybody get pregnant, because the access is just too easy, right? Like y'all living together, y'all definitely fucking every day. And y'all fucking every day, eventually that condom gonna come off. Like, cause that's too many condoms to be being used. Like y'all gonna just like, hey. And then once you stop using a condom, like it's all downhill from there. It's all downhill from there, because that shit feel too good. And then shit's over.
Well,
Then
what
that's
I
the
think
price you pay for that moment of pleasure, because that's like they say, like orgasm is the closest feeling to heaven on the planet. Like there's nothing that you can feel that would be as close to heaven besides having the moments of orgasm. So then you have that, and then you create a baby, and like the sacrifice for that moment of goodness is bitch a lifetime of a lot of shit. Okay, a lifetime of like dealing with partnership and figuring it out, a lifetime of having a baby on your ass and like scratching your ass if you don't even want to scratch. It's like, actually don't scratch my ass right now, please. So it's just like it's always a thing. But that's the sacrifice you pay for that moment. So you need to think about that. Hopefully that shit
No, and
feels
that shit did
amazing.
not be worth it.
But you better go jack off and
Like
get
you can literally just be on birth control. That's me. Like, bitch, you can literally get that nut. You could get it. Like, just protect yourself. And so when these women, so I don't know who their managers are, but I swear if I was managing an up and coming rap girl, like I'm making sure you are on birth control. And baby, it ain't gonna be no pills. Like it's gonna be something implanted in your ass. So
or we
like,
won't push you down the stairs. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
no,
Whoa.
and then so like,
I'm
and
just
then we
kidding.
do live in a society where they're like, if I get pregnant, like I'll just kill the baby, like bitch, and that has so many ramifications, like, and
But
that
see,
has
I
so
think
many ramifications.
I just think that these young girls are just looking at it as an accessory. Like this goes in waves. There have been waves of where like people want to get pregnant because it's like, oh, such and such got pregnant. I need to have a baby now. Like that's the cool thing to do is have a kid, have a baby, just have a baby. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just kind of goes through these waves. Rihanna just had another kid.
Having a little me.
No, and she's
Yeah.
another one that's just like, girl, like, why are you a baby mama? Like,
Wait,
truly,
who y'all talking about?
Rihanna.
Well, she ain't a baby mama yet. They still together.
She's a baby mama. That's not his wife. That's his
Yeah, still
baby
a baby
mama.
mama.
That's how it works. It don't matter if you together or not. If y'all aren't married and you got that child out of wedlock, that's a baby mama, baby daddy
Oh,
situation.
I got remind me to play my pastor in a minute because he got that little girl together at his church. I'll play my pastor
Oh
in a minute.
yeah. And Roy
That's
don't
my
want to talk about another one who got trapped, because it's
Oh.
Remy Ma. She got out of jail and he made her have that baby. Look at her career now. Because she got trapped.
Her career
No,
before.
and
She
you
did
know
that to
what? And then
herself.
even
That's her. She did that
speaking,
for herself. She did
even
her
when
own
it comes
career.
to Cardi, even though she is married
She
to
did her
Austin,
own
I
career
swear he
too.
will be putting a baby in her every time she ready to drop an album. He's like, bitch, now you're
No,
pregnant. You
no,
can't do
she's
nothing.
scared to drop. No, she's scared to
She's
drop.
scared to try. She's
She's
scared of
scared
the
to
music.
drop. She's scared. She's scared of that. She's
Maybe.
scared. She's scared to drop. But no, y'all hit very valid points, especially Naomi. You said those marks. And the people need to know that. Y'all better realize, like, the sacrifice for a good, like, feeling is a lot of, like, intention or responsibility. It's kids, hello. And it's also a partnership with this person forever if you, like, actually care. So like that's you gotta think 3 times about that. But then like if it's something you're willing to do, then do that. It's worth it. We need humans on the planet, obviously. But make sure you take care of them and you love them and like you can be there for them and like be there for their parent, the other parent. That's important. There was something I was
Can't
gonna
do
say that
that
was
though.
so important. It's like there was something that was so important, but I can't remember. Hopefully it comes back to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think these motherfuckers just getting pregnant because they want to. Like what else is Coi Leray? What else is Coi Leray doing? No disrespect, but what else has
Oh,
she got going on?
Roy, please.
You
That's
can do
crazy.
anything
You
What
can
besides
get
else
have
is
a
she
pregnant if you
doing
want
right
to.
like,
You
now?
can
cause
have a
what
baby if you
can't
want to have a
like,
baby.
and
Go ahead.
sure, I feel like there can be like an ignorance there, cause even when like I was pregnant and I was like having my baby, I was thinking like I can totally take care of a baby. Like I
You
got like
did.
I
You
can watch
did.
babies with my eyes closed. But I never thought about the baby growing up, like never in my life. And like here I am with almost a 10-year-old, and I'm like, oh wow, this shit never ends. Like
Yeah.
this is dead ass like a lifetime commitment, right? Like,
You're still
and
here.
now my son is older, so it doesn't even necessarily like me and my baby dad don't have to interact on the same level, just because like my son's old enough to like communicate with his father and do all the things. But like shit, those first 5 years, like those first 5 years of having a baby, especially if y'all don't end up being together, or like, and especially if there's no love there. And so that's the thing. Like a lot of this shit be happening on accident. Like it's not intentional. It's not even no true love there. And true love is the only thing that's gonna get you through some shit. Like
Man,
with
all
a
these.
partner.
See, I'm going full toxic on this topic. I think all these women are looking for stuff, and this is what they're doing. I seen this happen. No disrespect. I saw this happen with Solange. She went and got pregnant at a young age. It's very hard being Beyonce's sister. She got all the attention. I need some attention. Boom, baby, bitch.
Please do not put that on
Baby,
Solange.
bitch.
She's
I need
lit.
some attention
She
now. Here
good.
go a baby. Look
Sir,
at
she's
look
good.
at the one girl that got pregnant, the tennis player, Naomi Osaka. She got pregnant by what's the little boy name?
No, and I couldn't believe Corday. I can't believe she did that. Like,
Yeah,
so
But
that's
I love
why
that for her, y'all. That's meant to happen. That's like meant to
no,
happen.
and it could be
Especially,
meant to happen. Like there be shit where like, bitch, you were meant to get shot. You were meant to get robbed. Like you were meant to
yeah,
go through a lot
and
of
that's
like
meant to
horrible
happen. There's
shit.
nothing
And that's
nobody can
how
do about
like
that. Bitches can podcast all night, but you was meant to get shot, babe, or you
no
was meant to have
facts.
that baby. And like what I'm saying, because I love Naomi Osaka, and what y'all didn't know potentially was before having that baby, she was going downhill. She was like,
no,
it
that's where I
was
was
tougher.
going.
It was
That's my
really tougher.
point.
Wait, no, let me. So it was so hard for her, like to manage the fame, the success, beating Serena.
Yes,
Not any bitch can beat Serena Williams. Okay, she
facts.
beat Serena Williams, sent that bitch packing to retire. If Serena said, "Oh no, there's a new bitch here, gotta go, y'all,"
And what did Serena
and
do at that
this
point? What
she
she
got
start
out
doing?
and
Having
retired.
goddamn
Having
babies. Go
babies,
ahead.
yeah,
She was married.
and the thing, it's different. It's a
What?
different time, and this is the point what I'm trying to make. Because there was a time when women rappers, entertainers, athletes, the WNBA, hello, and a lot of women that are the WNBA is changing so much right now. It's interesting, but even them, especially, they will pay you to get rid of your baby. Like like seriously, we don't need you pregnant and like focus on anything besides this. So it was a huge energy to keep women from not having babies in the name of their profession, which isn't alignment. That's not divine shit. That's you trying to make this bitch a nigga. You want her to go to work instead of like being nurturing to a baby and like a spirit and nurturing the soul like she's supposed to. But nonetheless, what that experience taught Naomi Osaka, who was losing it before having a baby, now she's having to like find true footing. It seems like because she released a statement because she's been like not getting her ass whooped, but having to fight in a different kind of way. Like she's having to find herself on the court, and it be like that sometimes. So she's having to find herself again, and she was like, "Y'all, if I don't come to my senses, I'm gonna retire. Like I'm not gonna keep competing at a level that's not true to who I am." But then she did this tournament like last weekend, and she like went to the finals, did phenomenal, and like triumphed. So she's able to find herself again through like having a baby and being a mother now, being a lot more complete with herself from what she said. And now
No.
she's like on the way back up to the top, and like what that says to anyone else that's a woman watching Naomi Osaka is that I don't have to like wait until like my career is at a certain point. I don't have to finish life and then decide to like nurture love in life, which is a child and a family. Like she's doing all this shit at once, just like men do every day.
And
So
I
that's
agree
what
with that. My only
I'm
point
like,
was though.
men don't barely do that shit.
No, that's
No,
cap.
totally.
My
Men
only
do that,
point
and
though,
that's so offensive to say. Because
yeah, that
I
was cap.
like,
Man,
But they
that
don't.
was cap.
They
Like, I
don't
don't
be
see
coming
that.
on the same way. Because I mean, of course, women do
That's
that
cap.
shit every day. And it's like, sure, there are active men in the house, right? But probably just as much as there aren't active men who are like doing their part of fully being there and raising their children in the same way that women are. And especially when in a world where women are still working. So it's like, women really
But my,
do it all. And so I guess it really just
Well, so
depends
do we. We all
on
do
the
that.
relationship. Can a baby mama, baby daddy relationship work? And it just has to be an underlying love and respect there.
my only
But
point was though is that when I see these women having babies, it's always something's going on in their life, and so they turn to like, okay, a baby. That's all I was saying. Like, and like the Naomi
Yeah.
Osaka thing was perfect. Like something's going on, baby.
Well, you're missing the correlation. You're jumping over a
No,
step because it's like for something to be going on to in your life. A lot of times, people will look to love and people will look to be
agreed.
comforted. And
And
what
that's
comes
what
out
I'm
of that?
saying.
That's like right after the World War, there was the baby boom, baby boomers, because
Correct. 'Cause
bitches
everybody
was
came
fighting for
home.
their lives, and
Right.
niggas was on the other side of the world
Yes.
fighting. So you come home, you want to fuck real good, okay?
That's
And
what
you're
I'm
gonna get
saying.
that.
I'm saying
You're
right
gonna
now,
get that. Like I need that.
it
I'm gonna get
sounds
that.
harsh when I say what's going on with Coi Leray, but really, what's going on with Coi Leray right now? Baby, let's have a baby. Hallie, she was, of the two twins. Chloe started popping off more. Let's just be honest. Chloe was the one that started popping off.
and Hallie's another one that it was just like, girl.
That's not really. I mean,
That's true, Torian. Stop. Hallie started popping. I mean, Chloe started
she
popping
just
off.
decided to go solo. No, Chloe went solo because Holly was on her own shit. She was filming Little Mermaid. That's when Chloe had the time to go do that shit.
And who was the one that was popping on all the blogs? Nobody
Both
ever
of them
shit
were
about
still
them.
popping. Holly was making history.
Okay, let's put
Like,
it different, Torian. See, I got to spell it out for y'all. See, now y'all see everybody.
no, you're trying to pin the sisters against each other.
I'm not pitting
No.
nobody against nobody. I'm saying it's human nature. That's all I'm saying.
Chloe just lucky because Chloe fucking around too. Holly just the
See?
first one to get caught up. It ain't because she wasn't
Y'all
doing
made
good.
Y'all made Lionel leave.
Because she wasn't working. That's what you're trying to say. Because she had shit going on. Holly was doing something.
No, what I'm saying is that Chloe was. Listen, what I've seen is that when I sit back and look at shit, especially when his sister's involved, typically the one that gets pregnant is the one that's not like being praised the most by people. Chloe was the one that was looked at as, oh, she's sexy, she's curvy, she's this, she's that. Who popped up with the baby? Not her, the sister did.
No, I mean, that was very surprising because it was like Chloe was definitely
Happens
being
all
on
the
her
time.
whole shit. But I mean, sometimes hoes have better protection. Like,
And nigga,
Right. She a smart hoe. She want a dumb hoe.
hey, if I want to keep fucking out here and being on this shit, let me go ahead. Let me
And look,
go ahead.
some of these chicks, they be having like how many babies does Sexy Red have? She got a couple, right?
I think she only got like 3.
Only
Damn,
got 3 is
Tori.
crazy.
Tori, she only got 3 kids. It ain't that many.
No, he trying to make it seem like she got so much more than 3.
Tori,
You know,
3 is
I'm
a lot of
3
kids.
is hella kids.
3 is not.
I'll
a lot
never
of
forget when I
kids.
found out she was a mother. I was like,
3
so
is
appalled.
I
I
don't
was
know how many
like,
she might have
Single mother?
2.
Hold
Like,
on, for a
let's see.
single
Like
mother,
5
that's
is
a lot of kids.
That's not a lot of kids. 3 kids is not a lot. 5 is a
with
lot.
different
Yeah.
baby daddies is crazy.
Yeah, 3 different
Like
baby
3
dads.
kids is not bad, y'all.
3
People have
kids.
You
3
be getting your ass beat with 2, please, Lionel. And you're fully married.
Look at me. You see the skin? These cheekbones look like they're getting ass beat because they're not. Just
Yes,
smiling.
because you be coming at my knees.
Because I'm a father first. I'm not nobody's friend in this house. I'm a father first. She got to get a lot of things understood before she walk out these doors. And it happen. It's not, shit ain't sweet. Shit can't be, hey, babe. Like, because then nothing gets understood. Sometimes we got to understand who's, like, God, sometimes he clocks you, right? And it's like, oh, but it's like, oh, thank you, God. That's what it takes. Hello, I'm a father. So yeah, I can't just keep shit sweet with her. Otherwise, she'll have me wrapped around her finger and nothing gets done. And I'm like, oh shit, come on, no, just do whatever. I'm like, yeah, come on, Samira, stop, let her do it. Like, we're not playing, not that one. She can have me wrapped around her finger maybe later in life, but there's so much to get understood right now.
But
Well,
I have to stand and be corrected. Sexy Red has 2 kids. She just had her second, so she.
Okay.
Okay,
So she
I
just
thought
had
it was
this. Had another one. There you go.
No. Who has
Y'all swore
three
she had
kids
second
is
kid? Like,
Summer
second
Walker. Summer Walker got 3 kids.
Well, she did.
There you go. You know who you know who ain't gonna have no kids? My girl Meg. Meg, what did Meg tell Nikki? What did Megan tell Nikki when Nikki said she was pregnant? Shit. Fuck about here. Meg is out here with the shits. Meg won't be getting pregnant.
Nicki Minaj said, "Excuse me, bitch."
Meg
What
wild
did
as
you
fuck.
say to me and my husband's in the next room?
Yeah, Meg won't be getting pregnant. Until maybe when her career, if she falls off, she might get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That's always a little, something.
And there's nothing even wrong with getting pregnant or having a baby, as long as
sure it
you
is.
got the right.
No, sure it is. There is something
intention.
wrong
Just
with
a lot.
it. Sure it
It
is.
just can be a lot.
No,
sure.
like it's just like the intention behind it. Because for one, it takes like 2 people to raise a child for sure. And so I feel like a lot of people end up like pregnant, and then like later down the line, they realize they're in a situation that they really rather not be in, like with the person, like, damn, like this probably isn't the best person I could have had this child with. And then you're faced with like, damn, do I stay in a situation to like uphold a family and like try to do this? But I'm like very unhappy, and this isn't even healthy, and this isn't even like what I truly want, right? So I think it's just, you get trapped in some shit. Like you could definitely, so I say like niggas will try women with babies, like, because when you do have a baby, especially as a woman, and like when you were talking about Naomi Osaka, like I say it all the time, like Cash saved my life. Like if I wouldn't have had Cash, like who knows if I'd be alive or if I'd be in jail. Like I definitely wouldn't be the Naomi that's right here on this podcast right now had I not had Cash. That's why God gave me a baby at fucking 19, 20 years old, right? Like some women can survive and keep doing, like, baby, I wouldn't have. And so I definitely needed that. And thank God I was in a relationship with somebody that I love, right? And respect. And that it was vice versa. But when it's like anything less than that, like it's just gonna be like so many problems. Like I'm a product of that, right? Like I'm a child right here who had to grow up like without a parent because of things that weren't aligned. And so shit can have real ramifications. So I just think like the women, we just gotta be more intentional. And I always say like men could trap a woman just because like they the ones letting that nut out, right? Like, and I feel like shit, it's really them. Like if a nigga, like, cause that's why I say when men have baby fever, that's when women get pregnant. Like women will have baby fever and they not necessarily gonna get pregnant. But if that nigga got baby fever, like don't let a nigga have friends that's having kids and shit. Like, cause nigga, you're gonna be next, girl. Cause he be like, oh, that baby's cute. Like, let me just stay in. Let me just stay in.
I've never been around niggas like that. I've never seen that before happen.
Always talking about your homeboys.
Right.
Well, that's that. I mean, who am I supposed to talk about? God damn it! I'm supposed to talk
your
about
gay ass. With your gay ass. You're always talking about your homeboys.
Pause. Hey, I'm from North Korea. We don't even eat hot dogs in North Korea. God damn it, we banned that shit. Shout out to Kim Jong-un. Ban that shit. I ain't never. You know me. You know what's crazy? All my friends and all, cause they a lot of.
But you were kind of older when you had kids, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, like. My kids knew, my homeboys knew, and they wives and girlfriends knew. I wouldn't even hold their babies when they was little. I don't hold little babies. I don't do all that, man. Fuck out of here.
Oh, not fuck out of here.
You need a therapist.
That's why I got these kids.
Like this is above me, guys.
We've done all we could do.
They'll be like, "Hey man, you want to hold the baby?" Nah, nigga, for what? The fuck I'm holding his baby for, nigga?
This bitch is
fuck
lost
out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. I ain't no goddamn.
That's
babies
dirty.
Babies didn't want to come to you, or you know them babies didn't want to come to you anyway. Every time they
right, they probably started crying as soon as they see. That's why you want to hold them because they didn't want to be held.
They did not want to come to you, Unc.
They did not want to be held by you and your energy.
No, sir.
Shout out to my god kids out there, man. Shout out to CJ, to Kenzie, Kaya.
Yeah, right. That was a shotgun giving. title.
Shout out to my god kids, man, my babies, my god babies out there in the world. Shout out to all
Roy
of
was
them.
like that girl.
You didn't hold till they was 3. You didn't
But
hold
he
them
never
till-
held. He never held.
Doing all that holding. Fuck out of here with all that holding and shit.
Listen, I don't hold
Fuck
my own
outta
babies.
Yeah, what are we doing? We holding kids? Fuck out of here. Put them down. That's how you make them spoiled. God damn it. Put them down. They don't need to be held all day.
Oh wow!
You know they
are
did
old
used to
ass
say that
parents.
though. You hold them too much, they're gonna be spoiled. They're gonna be on your ass.
Yeah, I don't do all that holding them babies.
that
Put them
baby
down.
down.
God damn it. Put that baby down. God damn. Okay, let's go to my pastor real quick since we're talking about this. My
And Roy, I
pastor.
want to talk about that other video too. I just
What other video?
marked it in the conversation.
You know, Roy, I already told you you cannot play no other video until you play the video I sent in that TikTok.
Oh, he did say that. I don't think Roy heard you because he
I
was
didn't- yeah, I
talking.
didn't- What did you send?
You just need to go through that hoe and look at that video because it's gold. And like it's been having me like healing through laughter all week.
Oh, I can't pull up the TikTok shit because I ain't got no TikTok
No.
account. I'm
Oh my
anti TikTok.
God.
I'm
Yeah, I mean that's what
anti-TikTok.
happened to me too. They stopped letting me open videos.
Yeah, I can't even pull that shit up.
It's
Yeah,
like it's
TikTok
good
got me the
marketing,
fuck
but
up
damn,
outta
you
here.
locked out. Y'all like you locked
Yeah,
out.
it's
TikTok was like, TikTok said can't get no more free, Randy.
Yeah, you done watched your shit. You've watched your
Yeah,
60
can't
minutes.
get no more free. It's like you think you just gonna keep pushing this button, you stupid fool.
You need a TikTok.
Okay, here we go though.
You didn't watch all your free hours.
Wait,
Get a
you
TikTok.
could go on the log in on the podcast TikTok.
Well, listen, Torian, why don't you do it? Goddamn it.
I can't do. I'm on the phone, nigga. I am on computer. Like
Yeah, well, there you go. See,
If
Yeah,
y'all are
see,
listening,
yeah, well,
we
you know-
are hiring for a producer. We are definitely hiring for a tech guy. Anybody out there with some technical experience that knows how to work StreamYard?
and what we got for you is some weed and liquor. That's what we got. For you.
Are you on your laptop, Lionel? You're not on your.
Huh?
Oh, you broke it, right?
No, Ocean broke it.
he said, "Nah, oh, she broke. It's
She
still
also
Blame
broke.
a
broke
baby
my
Ocean.
vinyl. She broke my vinyl, like my needle on my vinyl record player. She breaks a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
you
on
can't
it.
have
Yeah.
once you got
Yeah,
kids, you can't have nice stuff no more.
No,
You
I be
see the
calling
I gotta
Couch a
put it high.
destroyer.
I was
Like,
so
'cause-
natural. I was thinking I could just leave shit. That was my problem. I'm a lock
Yeah.
shit up. and
You
put it
didn't
high.
see your ass didn't baby proof. He was like, no, I need
But
shit
you know-
looking fly around here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? I think Lionel had the same affliction that I had though. His firstborn was very chill, you know, can kick it. That's how Gabby was. My big girl was chill. You could just leave. This next one, Jesus Christ. I'm like, where did you come from? You know what she told me the other day? I was like, hey, so before she went to school, I said, hey, we're gonna do some writing today. She's like, okay, what we writing? I said, I want you to write practicing. I said, just write about what Santa got you for Christmas. I said, hey, you know how to spell Santa, right? She got annoyed. Yeah, I know how to spell Santa. What you think I'm gonna spell Satan or something? I was like,
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh wow.
Jesus Christ is right. Like,
What you think I'm gonna spell Satan or something? I was like, no,
like, y'all-
wow,
like,
shit.
please,
Okay.
please. I know.
Shit.
I know they
Alright.
be knowing shit that you don't even know they know. Sometimes they throw it at you and it's like, oh, curveball. But, but you gotta
I
like
hope
stand
my
your
next
child.
child is chill. I'm like, I have the reverse. I'm like,
They
oh.
will, your next child will be chill. That's how it goes. They say the second one is always
Yeah.
opposite. They always say that.
Yeah, man, it's the exact opposite. These
But we
motherfuckers
gonna
are
see. It's
night
still
and
No,
too
I'm
soon.
like,
It's still too soon.
I'll definitely have to wait and see it because I'm
And
like,
I'm not
It's-
listening to. Because I feel like Nas was like Ocean when he was this age. Like I had to play the same role with him. Like people think he's just the sweetest thing on the planet, but nobody knows what I had to do. Like I had to get some straightening. We got a lot of things understood first. And I'm kind of like in that stage with Ocean now. Like I'm gonna put you through the ringer first. So then I ain't gotta think twice about you in life, you know? But I knew that she went to that ringer. And so Ocean's going through the ringer right now, and it's not always the prettiest or the funniest. But she's two. Obviously, like I'm teaching her how to be a civilized
Yeah.
fucking human. Like hello. She's chill. Like she will piss on my couch if
Civilized.
she feels like do not piss on my couch, Ocean. And do not do that. You know, like you gotta just keep them together. Like they will try things. You gotta be like, hey, Ocean, this is how we do things as adults and as humans.
Well, here's how they do it in this church. This is my new church home. We don't play. First of all, I don't know if this is his real picture. This is first of all, they got this nigga looking wild. Okay, but let's go to church. God damn it, here we go.
You think
Sunday
so much things are fake, right? Yes.
Stand
we
right
be
in front
like
of the
this.
congregation. Yeah, right in front of you. Don't touch that table. I want to apologize to everybody in here because I am pregnant.
No, this is gonna make me emotional.
I'm sorry, y'all. And I just hope that y'all all forgive me and praying for me.
There you go. Now, Pastor finna get up here and talk crazy. Pastor finna get up here and wild out. But y'all felt it was some emotion in that though, Lionel. That's tough.
Well, I can only imagine what she like experiences. So I just felt some empathy for her.
Right. And the fact that they putting her up there to say sorry for being pregnant to the whole congregation.
Like she should have ran away.
No facts.
Like, what was that Mary J. Blige song? What was that Mary J. Blige song? Run away, love. Run away.
Right, be Kiki Palmer and that motherfucker like crying or get somebody married.
Yeah, this church girl is 9 years old. They got her like, please don't do that. I can only imagine she will never forget this. This is gonna be so traumatic for her in life. Yeah, it's gonna affect her for the rest of her life. Like, she's gonna have to do work to heal from this. This is traumatizing. This is excruciating. And it's embarrassing. And it's all the things.
Well, it may help her get on track. We don't know. To be fair,
I'm like, it seems like the church was accepting. I don't know what the preacher says, but I'm like, it seems like the church was accepting of it.
Yeah, he told him ain't gonna be no goddamn baby shower. Hold on.
They say stay right in front of the congregation. I assume you repent. Then you never wait later to repent. If you sin, you don't wait no 2, 3. You don't wait till the baby come to repent. You repent now.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't do it again. But you got to repent. I don't care how you look at it.
Talk to him, Pastor.
You already know. You already know what time it is. I told her. It's not what you think it is. But the church praying for you.
We're going to pray.
We ain't going to condone your sin now. We ain't going to do that. Ain't no baby showers going on. That's what you lose out at. You have a baby out of wedlock, ain't no baby shower.
There you go. Ain't no goddamn baby shower.
That's wild.
That is so wild.
I would have sent my child up out of, like, you know what? Come on, because we definitely having a baby shower.
Naomi said, we having a baby shower, goddamn.
Right. She like, oh no, this nigga lost it. Come on, baby.
No, like, baby, come on.
This is
like, no, and I would have been like, if I was up in that church house, like, baby, we got you. Okay. Even if it ain't no baby shower, like, you still gonna get what you need. Especially if she's a young mother. So it's just like, especially like you're a pastor, and if you're gonna be like teaching like the love of Jesus Christ up in there, like, you would have to give more grace and compassion in that. Sure, don't condone her sin, but you don't have to belittle her and come at her in a way, especially like, this is a child. You're an old ass man. Yeah. And so it's just
no baby shower. And he went on to say, he said, Mama, I know you're going to take care of your baby, but you bet not throw in no baby shower. And I bet not hear about no members going to no baby shower for her. Shout out to Pastor,
he said that.
No, and so like the members would have been gone. Like for me, I would like, okay, so this is obviously not the church house I want to be a part of. But I don't know where that I don't know where that church was. It could be like very much in a small
town. It's my new church home, first of all.
There's churches like that in big giant towns. They're like that. A lot of churches, pastors, I'll say, their thing is like finding a congregation. I don't know what the fucking social structure is between
It's in
pastor.
Hampton, Virginia.
Okay, and it's not synonymous to any city, state, um, zip code, none of that shit. This is a mindset. This is an energy, and some pastors take advantage of the fact that all these people show up and be ready to bow down and like do this weird shit. Like the energy is just off, if you ask me. And then like you don't do no shit like that's humiliating. Like I said, it's traumatizing, and any grown adult would recognize that. Like to put a young child through that form of like humiliation and torture is fucked up. When you could just easily say, "Hey, as the pastor of this church, let's pray together. I'm gonna pray over you, and like this won't be the end for you. Like you talk to God, and like
Thanks.
you get to know God through this. Use this to get closer to God and see how He's not gonna turn on you in this situation, despite how you feel, despite how anybody looks at you. Like watch how He still looks out for you and blesses you even more than your beliefs. So to do that is fucked up and it's weird. And who
Hey,
knows
yes,
the weird shit? He be on some weird shit. Trust me. I feel like most pastors are weird. I feel like
they were
most
saying that
pastors
he
is
might
on
be the
some
baby
weird
daddy.
shit, like for real, weird
That's
I
what
ass
it's
never put
given.
conversation.
that
That's
on
why
my
you
But
saying
pastor.
them
that.
bitches are not that accountable though. That bitch could never be as accountable as she was. Is he like made her be in that moment? Like that bitch could never be that accountable and stand in front of his congregation and say, "Hey, you guys, here's how I sin and here's what I do and pray for me." Bitch, fuck you. So it's gonna be fucked up what he did to her. That really makes me feel away. I swear, and I don't like because it's the deepest form of manipulation. Like it's evil, if you ask me. Like that's
No,
not
it
in the name of
is.
love. Like that's not in the name of
Definitely the
love.
response. So like I understand the act of like repenting, right? Like of getting
Right.
up in front of the
You can do that in your
congregation and
closet. No,
speaking.
to God.
No, I mean you do it above, you do it in front of the congregation too. Like that's part of it. If you choose to, of course you could
If
do
you
it in
choose
front of
to.
God.
Up
But
and
you
down.
can choose
Remember,
to go up in front of the congregation too.
up
And like
down, not left, right. That's what people gotta
especially when you
realize.
do have, but it could be
Up
left right
down.
too, because when you are in like a church and this is your church family and it's like, okay, well I did something that I know is not right and against God, and like to still have people love and respect and honor you, like for your church family to be like, you know what, like we with you, we see you, like because we're all gonna fall short on like whatever it is, like we're all gonna sin in whatever way it is. So there is power in that and being like with your community, right? And so I really just think it was more so the pastor's response to it. Like he didn't have to come in the way that he did. And so, but what I really thought about was my favorite movie, Fighting Temptations. Like Beyonce's character, like she grew up in that church, but she had a baby out of wedlock, and so they were all like, they basically like cast her out of church and like judged her and was like, "Oh, you a sinner. She a whore," or like whatever it may be, which it can be like that for sure. So yeah, it's. But this ain't no baby shower. It's crazy. I'm like, not
Yeah,
my baby. I
yeah,
couldn't.
we ain't
I
doing
couldn't
no
be up
baby
in no
shower.
church
No,
house
we
and
ain't doing it. No,
the
no
pastor
goddamn
said
baby
that.
shower. No baby showers. I'm with my
Like,
pastor.
you a little too much in women's business now,
That's
pastor.
my pastor.
Like, you a
Goddamn it.
little
No
bit too
baby
much in
shower.
women's business.
Well, y'all
No,
told
it's
me. Hold on.
irresponsible for
Y'all
him to
told me
even
That's
say
baby
a
shower.
that.
Hold on.
condemnation for me. It's
It's
Y'all told me the
irresponsible
condemnation.
for
baby.
him to say that.
I
But
know
that's
that's
Y'all
why
like,
we
told me that
condemn it.
Men
baby
can go to
showers.
baby showers. Men
Yeah.
can go
See,
to
so he
baby
ain't in women
showers,
business
but
then.
men aren't the main ones planning baby showers. They're not the ones
Well,
having
why
the
not?
baby.
Why
They're
can't I
not the
plan? Is
one.
it my baby? Is it my baby? Why can't I plan the baby shower?
If it's your baby, you can plan it if you want to. Is it the
Okay.
pastor's baby? Is it the
No,
pastor's baby? You just said it
but
wasn't.
I'm the pastor. I'm the leader of the flock.
Roy, niggas ain't gonna plan on baby shower.
No, I'm like never in the history of niggerdom
They don't want to plan taking a
fucking a
Christmas photo.
man
What make you think
plan a
of plan a
baby
baby
shower.
shower?
What
Your
I'm
friend on the
saying
show the
is,
other day said he want ain't no men plan no
oh
photo
yeah, he
shoot.
did.
So why
He
would
did.
they
He
plan a
did.
baby shower?
I'm just simply saying sometimes, man, like you gotta it ain't. I understand and I respect and I receive what y'all was saying, but sometimes though, it's a harsh reality to the Bible or whatever religious text that you follow. Sometimes you got to come with a harsh message, right? Sometimes the message is harsh. Sometimes it can't always be the loving side of the message. Sometimes we gotta go with the hellfire and brimstone because that's a thing as well in the Bible. So it can't always be
I mean, but
the
depending if you're not Jewish, then like we're working from the New Testament, right? So it's like we don't
have
have
me
to
with
be in the
anything.
hellfire and brimstone, which was
Sure
like
we
the Old
do.
Testament.
Sure we do. Because y'all still read from the Old Testament.
See, that's
You
why
do.
you'll end up in this.
You do.
You'll end up in this debate. That's why the reality is, and what like God is already.
Well, that's why we have over 200
That's why you
different
got Chris.
denominations
That's
of
why
Christianity.
no. That exactly. That's why the bottom line is this shit is not horizontal. You don't look to the bitch to your right. You don't look to the bitch to your left. But that's a pastor. I don't give a fuck. Pastor, janitor, preacher, bitch, president. No bitch to my left or my right am I looking to. When my God is right, I go up. We go lateral, babe. Up, down. I got straight connection. I don't have to look to no hoe. I don't have to have no witness. Babe, I don't need no
But that's
witnesses.
how they do it, though, Lionel. That's how
And I
they
know,
do it in that congregation.
and it's sad, and
Or
that's a
that
problem for
not
me.
they,
And
the
that's a
fucking
problem for
pastor.
me. It's a
No,
problem.
they're in that congregation.
I mean, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to free you house from the shackles.
but if we don't put anybody on that shit, it's the pastor. Because, and it's like so many more people in there who he could, if he wants to use that as an example, it's so many other motherfuckers in there sinning
Who's
that
to
he could
say
have
he
had
hasn't
them
done it in the
do
past?
that.
To
You gonna
use
do it to a
himself too.
child.
You
You gonna
don't do
do it
that
to
to
a
herself.
child.
Yeah, you don't put her out there. You stand right beside
First of all,
Yeah,
her.
this
like
is
You
what
right
went.
there with it, bitch, in the
We
fire.
don't
But that
know. We don't
if
know
you
what
do
happens
that,
from Sunday to Sunday. This is just what went viral.
yeah.
This might be a common thing in the church that people
And
get
he
up
No,
and
fucked
do
up
that.
on this viral moment. And it's
right.
like, and you
Did
didn't
he?
show the right energy. Yes, he did.
yeah.
For me,
Did.
he
Because he
did.
showed his true
On
character with that
someone,
one.
Okay,
I was
y'all
very
don't like the
disgusted.
church. Y'all don't gotta go to his church though. See?
Nobody should be going to
exactly.
that church if he doing
We're
shit like
trying to
that.
save
That's
the
the
people.
problem.
We're trying to save the people. We have work to do,
Right.
right?
We're
You're
doing the work
proving your
he
point.
should be doing. We're saving lives. Like he out here destroying lives.
Hey, it's a lot of people with
What
huge
generation are
congregations.
you? Hold on. What generation are you?
What do you mean? You say what generation am I?
What's the name of your generation?
I think he's millennial.
I'm a millennial.
He's like on the cusp of Generation X and millennial.
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
don't try to like put me in some kind of subcategory. Just like I'm a
Damn
Well,
near
millennial.
baby
you're an
boomer.
older millennial who was
Yeah,
down
see
there
now I'm a
Generation
sub
X.
category. I can't just be a millennial. I gotta be this type of millennial.
You're
See, that's
you
Yeah.
were
weird.
almost at like because I
Nah.
think
I
82
wasn't almost
is
anything. I'm a
82
You was a
millennial.
cuss.
82
Cuss
is like the end of Generation X. Yeah, like you
I'm a
you
millennial.
halfway, and that's why you got them old like mindsets.
I'm a
That be
millennial.
like,
But no, that's like me. I'm 95, so I'm technically in Generation Z,
yeah,
which is
you're on the
crazy to
cusp of
me.
that.
That's crazy to me, but I feel like I'm really a millennial at heart.
No,
Well,
But
I am a
really.
millennial.
Just
I
because
don't
you
do
got
all
to
these
still go to school,
subcategories.
you still got to be in like the grade with the real
with the
millennials.
millennials, I know.
Yeah,
So I was able to kick it, but at the end of
we
the day,
embraced you, but I still be looking at 95 babies like, okay,
we need to say
95.
this. We came here to help y'all and bring this shit, wake this shit the
Y'all
fuck
can't
up.
destroy shit.
Wake it up.
I'm just simply saying when it comes to like religion, specifically Christianity, it's like over 200 different denominations. So everybody's gonna do stuff a little bit different of how they handle it. And so some of
Yeah.
it seems uncomfortable when we see their religious practice. It seems uncomfortable, but like that's the way that they worship and that's how they get down. You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying? Like we
fine.
can,
That is fine at the end of the day. She
yeah.
was there, bitch. I told her to run away. If she want to go to church, if she go back to that church next weekend, bitch, that's not my problem. So I told you already what you need to do. You need to play that song, bitch. Mary J featuring Luda. You need to get the fuck out of there. But if not, like, who cares? He wants to condemn her. We're condemning him.
I don't think he condemned her. I think that like that church is gonna rally around that young lady.
How?
And
When
they
he
gonna,
told him not to have no baby shower, Roy.
On a camera was
You
kind of
is
condemning.
trying
but
to
he
make
said,
this
but hold
man
on though. To
something
be
ain't
fair
no
to him,
good. When he did that action, that's when it went
to
bad. That's
be
when it showed
fair
his
to
true
him, though.
character.
To be fair to him. To be
Cause
fair
no,
to
you're
him.
punishing a baby at the end of the day. Cause you know this girl ain't
To
got no
be
like. So
fair to
who's
him.
supposed to help her?
To be fair to him, he's saying, hey, when you don't do things the correct way, right? Then
Ain't no
this is
correct
what
way, Roy.
I'm to them. There's a correct way to do it. You shouldn't have kids out
And
of wedlock.
And they're
Roy,
lost, Roy.
if I reason with you, Roy,
Let's
no,
help
look,
them.
Roy,
Roy.
if I reason with you, because obviously I hear you, you know. If I reason with you, I'm like, cause I can hear you. But if I reason with you for real, no, if I really like reason, then I'm like, why would there cameras though? Like, cause even if that needs to be a moment for y'all's church, and this is y'all's 1-2, then like, what the fuck?
They have a YouTube church
Yeah,
family.
I'm about to say most churches are friends at this point.
Yeah.
So you
They
can
But
got
that
do
still
service
stands to lie no
online.
point though. Like you go do
Well,
this
I don't know.
shit.
That's not something to be exploited. That's not something you don't condemn a bitch. Like if that's gonna be the case, we can for our sessions where we getting that ass, we do that behind. That's like the same thing. Like Tamara and I, we're not gonna ever clock. Well, we have before, but at this point, we've grown. Like we're not clocking each other's tea in public. Like we recognize that, like, okay, if we see something we don't disagree with, we gotta clock that tea when we get home. Like we don't clock each other's tea in public in the face of random ass people in public. And that's the same thing. You
But for
don't
them,
open
I
these
don't think it
doors.
was.
Yeah, but they weren't random. That was church
Yeah,
family.
that's
But
their
I'm
church
random,
family.
bitch. I don't know yours. This is a live thing. I don't know the name of the
Yeah,
church,
but that's
bitch. I don't know who
but
that
see,
girl
that's
is.
the world. See, because we've never like the world never shared any of their other church ceremonies with the rest of us. Only this one. They're like, oh,
And
this
it's
is
probably
juicy.
best that way. Keep that. Like y'all don't see my hair rituals. Y'all don't see me in the shower getting my life and making sure I'm good and happy. And like, yo, some things we don't need to see. And that's in the name of like, because you know there's a truth, you know, universal truths in the way they work, right? They don't just apply over here, they apply over here and over there. That's how universal truths are. And like, you know, those things where it's like when you open your mouth or when you like expose a thing, like now it's a lot of energy working against it. Like when you're trying to build something, like keep it under wraps and let that shit build. And that's kind of the same thing with certain situations. Like some shit you don't do in public, you don't handle in public. Some shit is just like it's not like don't go there, but like go there behind closed doors, man. And I feel like that's one of the things. Like
But
I don't know how
but
we privy to this. I don't know how the fuck I'm privy to this. Like that's condemnation. Like y'all condemned her in front of the world. The fact that this is on No Strings Attached, people know her. Like I don't, but people know her. Like that's like me getting condemned. Like this bitch was doing this, bitch. Everybody look at him. Like it's almost like I'm not doing. I'm gonna run up out of there. Y'all don't look at me, bitch. I'm out of here. But like yeah, that's condemnation if it's in public and it's on a recorded screen for people to have discourse about and say, oh, she's wrong. She never should have been fucking, or she should have. Like, that's not for anybody to decide. So if your church feel like that, then like y'all had that conversation behind y'all doors. And that's just sensible. I feel like I'm not asking for the world. Like I'm trying to help you. I was like, this is so easy. Like that's not even hard. Like just have respect for each other, bitch. If y'all are family, keep that shit behind closed doors like anybody else. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. Okay? I'm sorry, and I digress. I genuinely
but
digress. Like
but
honestly,
again, that's with their church family. Somebody from the church family put it out. He didn't say, "Hey, this is a free for all. Whoever wants to watch, watch."
yeah, they're scandalous.
Yeah,
They're
so
Yeah,
they
so
put
all
it
them
out there.
needs to
scandalous.
be all them needs to be canceled.
What if that was your daughter, Roy, and y'all was at church? You gonna just sit there and let her go through that? I would protect
If
my daughter in that
if
situation.
no, if that's the church that we go to and those are the rules, then you know that's what we following. This is what we doing.
So you gonna do that, Roy? You ain't gonna lead the church if
I
yo.
wouldn't
If
go to
he,
that. So I wouldn't go to that particular church, right? But if
so
I
you would
did,
lead.
She
no,
don't listen to
You
no,
said
Roy.
I
no,
Do
would
not
lead,
be like that.
nigga.
You
no.
gonna
That's
lead
not
your
what I'm
ass into
saying.
the
What
dark.
I'm telling you is, if we go to the church and this is how this church gets down, and we've accepted these traditions, these practices, this way of worshiping, then this is just what it is. It is what it is. This is what we do, right?
That's
Like
crazy.
there are churches out
That don't
here.
sound crazy to you.
I think
That's
religion is,
crazy.
first of all, you got to understand with me, I think religion sounds crazy, right? So I'm the last
Exactly.
person to ask about does it sound crazy. I think the whole goddamn thing is crazy. But
But
if
we
we're
talking
going
about
there,
what, so you know that and you feel that way. So that's what we talking about. Views at that
no,
church.
but what I'm saying is I'm the one that told everybody in 2024 that everybody, specifically black people, need to get back to some form of religion. I think niggas have lost their mind. I think this is the only thing that I've seen in my 42 years of living that has helped black folks is some
That's
semblance of
so funny.
spirituality. Is some semblance of spirituality, some semblance of religion that has helped Negroes, because most Negroes are running around here just losing their mind. I just saw this nigga, what's this boy name? Kodak Black talking about we all doing drugs, man. We should just all well, everybody tripping. We all
And
just
see,
get
you
high and
think it's
do
the
drugs.
church? Roy, you say church. I don't 100% disagree with that. I really don't. Let me say that first and foremost. But I feel like where we disagree is just I feel like it's parents. And like even as a parent, like I'm honest and I'm humble and like I am really doing this shit, so I have no problem like saying like where this shit's hard for me. But like it ends up being like being young and trying to balance like your identity and then also your identity as a father, but then also as a husband, but then also as like all the things like identity is real. Some bitches only identify as a parent, or some people only identify as this is my spouse, and bitch, we only got one Facebook and all of our pictures are together. Like bitches don't have no identity really, and like that's the thing. And people's parents don't teach them that. And like Kodak, you mentioned, and like if he had parents that let him know, like, hey babe, you're burning out. Like you know, like not, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but I feel like parenting would make such the difference, and then society supporting parents. I don't think that parents are even supported. Like parents is out here fighting for their life, bitch, and raising the next generation though. But like the whole time raising the next generation of the earth and like fighting for their lives. So I feel like if we supported parents like more, like then that would help. And then because parents don't have the tools. And then I remember having a kid for the first time and thinking like, oh, they're really gonna just give this baby to me to go home right now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you got it.
I'm like, you trust me that much, bitch. Like I was like, dude, we get a nurse to come with us.
No,
They're like,
sir.
That's
Go.
so
it's
funny.
like, I was like, this is fucking wild. Like, there's literally no handbook. And just imagine some kids are just getting tossed to the fucking woods. Like the parents, bitch, don't care.
But that's why I said though, Lionel, the only thing that I've seen that works is
Does
religion.
it work though? Because you act like niggas
No, it's
weren't part of the
damaging.
religion from slavery up until when did it start to fall off? Maybe the 90s, the 2000s.
Yeah,
So
when
like,
you niggas started gangster rap, that's when it fell off.
Nah,
When y'all
when
it
started
was
y'all
making
gone.
niggas, you
I know,
didn't
come on
know,
now.
old man.
Please,
You niggas,
old
you-
man, that's
accountable.
your
Be
generation.
accountable for 2
niggas-
seconds. Be accountable
you
for 2
niggas-
seconds.
I'm like, we wasn't
when
born
you niggas
yet.
started
We was
talking about
just getting
bitches and
born.
hoes and all this shit, that's when shit
Be
went to
accountable
hell.
for 2 seconds. 2
And not
seconds.
fuck the police. Not fuck the
wasn't
police,
me.
Roy.
I was a kid. Don't put me in that. I was a
But you wasn't
baby.
born yet. I wasn't even born, man. And plus, you was streaming that shit. You was streaming. You was buying the CDs and records. You was going to them concerts.
You was riding to the
I'm just-
motherfucking movie
I'm
theater
just
on a
saying,
bicycle.
like,
And you was
You know-
buying the merch.
I remember being a beautiful thing when I was young, man. I remember the whole thing, all these families around and people growing up, and you know what I'm saying. There was accountability, and there was the quote unquote village that people mythically talk about. Goddamn, fucking big
You
tongue.
got
nigga,
it. You
pause.
got it. It's okay. You got it.
That shit that people talk about all the time. Like I saw it in real practice, like actually going on, right? And then I saw like the destruction of it and like what came in the generations after, right? It's like, oh shit, right? So like I got to fully see it. So I'm not saying that's the only answer. I'm just saying in my experience, that's the only thing that I've seen that works. So I recommend it for people. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary for everybody. But I think if somebody's out there and they're struggling with stuff, hey man, have you tried this shit? This might help you. You know what I'm saying? Like this might help you get some structure and feel that sense of camaraderie, feel that sense of community. What everything Lionel just described, I saw it in multiple different churches, right? I saw that network for young parents, right? Where they had the young parents ministry, the new parents ministry, right? Where they had that, where they would bring you in. You're a new parent. We got a ministry. Boom. Here's how we're, boom. So there was that structure there that I saw. Now, look, we've gotten away from that, and I don't got a problem with it, but, I'm just saying it's still, does it still work? I don't know. To Naomi's point, I don't know if it works now, right? Because now I think a lot of these pastors want to be goddamn, they want to be famous now. So,
No,
that's
it
what I'm
was when
saying.
it was.
That's why
It was
it's crazy.
like what got me was in 2020, and they were like all the churches was making their congregations take that shit. I'm like, that's when I was like, okay, y'all niggas not even tapped in with God for real.
Because they're
ain't no way.
They're being bought. They were bought.
Ain't no way.
They said,
no
bitch,
facts.
make your
Just like on
congregation.
they cloned Tyrone, right? And so
Right.
it's like a
And that's
lot
what
of
I'm
the
scared
shit.
about Roy.
Did they clone me?
A lot of the shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
No
god.
shit. It don't be clicking for you sometimes. It's a click, Roy.
Sometimes it never clicks. Never clicks. One click, please. One.
No, but I do agree with you, Roy, just because like, I don't have a lot of the religious trauma that like people have accumulated, which can be like completely like justified and understandable. Like I really did have a great church home. It's so funny. I was talking to like one of my best friends, and she was telling me she was talking to like one of I would say like one of my woman mentors as I was like coming up as a young lady in the church. Like she was like, yeah, we still be talking, like, and she got to know her just because she was coming to church with me, right? So it's like I definitely did get to experience like real love and real community, right? And in the church. And I do think that is possible, but it just has to be like a lot of discernment, which people don't necessarily have. And so I don't know. I don't think church could just automatically fix it, or I don't know what the full fix is. I'm like, bitch, you know, it probably needs to be a mixture of a lot of things, of accountability and fucking energetic healing and therapy and
I'm a
like
fan. I'm a fan
But
of
who's gonna get
community
you to therapy?
churches.
It's your parents. I'm telling you, when you
no
But
facts,
like,
don't
but
realize,
then
who
you
it's
don't
gave
just
the
like,
realize the
parent?
power of a parent.
but
You
like you
realize the
said, if
power
the
of a
parents
parent.
are not, the
Where the
parents
parents getting
aren't
it from though?
supported.
I know, and
Yeah, but
that's
the
that's
parents
what I'm
aren't
saying. It takes
supported in this
support.
life, so
They're
it's
not
just.
supported at all. Parents are not supported, and that's the saddest part. Parents should be, because parents are ushering in the next generation. That's what, like
But
my
this
grandma
is
always said.
all
My grandma
for a
always
reason.
said, my grandma don't play shit. Yeah, I told y'all she's Mama Luther King. That's her name. That's my grandma, and she had to go to the school back before I was born, and let a teacher know, like, because she was looking out for one of the neighbors where the teacher was saying, that kid right there. She was talking about grandma about one of the neighbors and was like, yeah, that kid, da da da, he's da da da. She's like, well, let me tell you something. Like, well, maybe he doesn't have the parents, and like, instead of looking at him from that perspective, like, help him. Like, he needs support. Like, otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with him. He's gonna be the one come into your neighborhood to like not like knock down your door and rob your shit. Like, that's
Yeah.
gonna be the one coming back to circle around. And he's now got you at gunpoint for some bullshit. It's like, and like that's what it takes. The Hakuna Matata. This we all in this bitch, and we are all connected. Like we genuinely are all in this bitch, and like all figuring it out. So then when you realize that, then like you go back and say parents have no fucking clue. Some parents, because some people innately get this shit, and some people are so good, and some people inspire me to the gods. I'm like, oh wow, what a phenomenal parent. And like, but then some people you realize like I can see you're having a hard time with this shit. And like that's gonna affect generations from that point. And it's not like a
Yeah.
church, bitch, is gonna fix the trust me. You're gonna take that family to church. I know families that go to church, and it's just that family is so fucked up. Like the family's fucked up though. Like they make it to church. You know, they get they you know. But so that's why they do need prayer and they need love and we need support. The people need support. And the people need to like know that they're loved and know that like sometimes they may get it wrong, but there's somebody that's in their corner that maybe they strong suit and they got your back. Like to know that is different. Like to know that is different than to think like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You're gonna spiral. That's what you're gonna do. And then you don't meditate. So how are you gonna ground when you're spiraling? And no, you're parenting from a state of spiraling.
No, in fact, and so that's why it's sometimes you don't
Roy,
want to rely
please,
on the church. And
please.
so look, and I always come
He
back
took a
to,
deep breath
and
for
I
y'all
always
niggas.
come back to the
Yeah.
teaching. I always come back to the
Because I don't know what to
teaching
do.
that Michael Jackson so eloquently sung, is that you just got to start with the man in the mirror, right? So it's like if you want for more parents to have support, like you yourself are just gonna have to like support more parents, right? And we have to take that upon ourselves to be that support for a child or for a child who doesn't necessarily have the parent support. Like, you know, I live in a hood. Like, I swear it was the other day, it was like 9 a.m. and it was like a little child getting cussed the fuck out by their parent, right? Like this is like the energy that is around, and it's just like wow.
Right.
But those are a lot of children's realities, right? Like their parents aren't, but the parent could just be at their wits end, right? Like they're struggling
Yeah.
to pay bills, they're doing all these things, they don't necessarily have the bandwidth, they don't have the resource to like just have a little bit more patience, have a little bit more compassion and grace, because like they're stressed out. And so, yeah, there is a lack of support for the parents, but it's like, that's just not going to come from anywhere but us. And so like church would be a good option just because like there are other people there, like to build your community. Like, so even when I was like, I think I have said it before, but when I went to vacation Bible school, and especially like with my mind, I have like the mind of a revolutionary, and I also have the mind of like a mystic and an alchemist. And I was recognizing that church was this place where we were able to build community, where we were able to come together and like, you know, because it is a very powerful thing to be able to worship God with others. I think that's one thing that I miss about like being in church, like being able to sing praises and to pray with other people. Like, because what do they say? Like, when more than one are gathered, like God
more
is
than one
there. And I
again.
think there
Yeah.
is so much power in like when we are gathered together on the same accord,
Yeah.
right? So it's just we have to be able to get through the things that have been tainted. And I'll never forget the Hood Healer had actually like did this live like maybe a year or two ago. And she was kind of saying what you're saying, Roy, is that people need to get back in the church. But she was saying like, especially for like the spiritualists, right? The people who do have the right ideas and the right mind and the right hearts, like we're the ones that's missing from the church. Like we're the energy that could like be in the church and be like transforming something and like allowing other things to be like birthed in this space. But a lot of us have been like, no, like that's not it.
Yeah.
That they're not giving what it needs to be there, instead of being
Right.
like, well, you could be there and give what it's supposed to be given, right?
Yeah.
And so like it's very people can choose their paths and like what they want to do. But yeah, so it's a tricky situation.
Here's what
when
I'm
it
waiting
does
on.
come to it.
People have shown that they have gone against like, you know, big government. They've gone against, you know, the you know, big pharmaceutical companies, big tech, whatever, right? It's like all these people were like anti this, anti that. That's how kind of a lot of people in the Trump movement say that like I'm rocking with Trump because he's against this, that, da. I'm waiting for this revolution where everybody's gonna say we're done with mega churches now. And I know that some people might I'm not knocking you if you go to a mega church. I promise you I'm not. But I think we got to get out of the mega church stage. I think, in my personal opinion, I think mega churches is one of like the worst things
It's
that's happened.
happening.
Yeah, and I couldn't
It's
even
happening.
imagine
It's
being at a
happening.
mega church because it would just like I feel like
It's crazy.
church should have a
Yeah.
feeling of intimacy, and I feel like I
Fact.
could never be fully like connected to when it's like thousands of people there. Like
Yeah.
you're
What are we
definitely not
doing?
even able to like
What are
You
we
at a
doing?
concert. It's a
and
concert.
fellowship.
Right.
Like I'm not
It
going
is.
to a concert for a pastor, bitch. Like, I need to talk to my pastor right after this. Like I need to talk to
No
you.
facts. I need to be able to see him for
Like,
sure.
I need to talk
Right.
to
I got a
you.
question.
I know that bitch is too famous. He said no autographs.
Right.
But you know
Right.
what? But it's happening. Trust, and let me just say, shout out to God, and because God is clocking. He's not. It's not like God is okay with a pastor bitch deceiving people and saying like, "You guys come to God," the whole time like taking glory for himself. Don't ever think that shit's gonna slide. So that's why you're gonna start to see. Because I went to TD Jake's church when I was studying at UC Arlington, obviously. And like trying to find a church home who didn't, who lived in DFW and then trying to find a church home and go to TJ church.
Went to the
Obviously,
Potter's
that's the
house.
thing. It's like the
Crazy.
thing,
Never in
right?
my life.
Like but did you live in Dallas and try to find
I
a church?
have lived in Dallas,
And
but
try to
I
find a church
definitely
house?
I had churches that
I
I
went
knew
to the
to go
Potter's
to.
house.
That's what I'm saying. But no, anybody that lived in Dallas and was trying to find a church home, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like
Yeah, I
you're
went to
gonna
the
get
Potter's house.
recommended to go. Like that's gonna be
That's
like the top recommendation.
crazy to take that
Like seriously.
recommendation.
And so I went to because this was like 12 years ago, and like TD Jakes had a phenomenal reputation at this point. And
Yeah.
I've never been to I had never been to a mega church. I've grown up on the east side of San Antonio. I went to Greater Good News Church since I was 0 with my best friend Darius all the way through high school. And I was able to question the pastor. I was able to question God. I had the space to stretch in my faith in that church. Hello. But yeah, over there you realize how somebody couldn't do that because you could not talk to no bitch in that church. Like you go through the parking, and like
Right.
it's like a thing. It really was like a concert. Like bitch, right this way, bitches, and like then you follow the line of crowd of people to like the rooftop seat where you're like looking down at like this little ass person. Like, is that
That's
him?
crazy.
I know, and I remember just telling Tamara, like, I felt nothing in here. I was like, that didn't feel like church. That didn't feel like, I felt nothing in that church. I also honestly felt anxious. And so I paid attention to that. Obviously, you pay attention to those things when you go to a church, you're looking for a home. And so mega churches are not it, but God's clocking at T right now because he's having a lot of things be revealed for like Joel Osteen and like the TD Jakes and all those master people that are just like greedy and then like on some other shit too on the surface. So it's like just let it rise. Like that tea is being clocked. It's just that shit don't be on like human time. It should be like a little drawn out and you gotta be patient. But like you can
Yeah.
see that like that's changing. People like who would have ever thought 10 years ago that the perception of TD Jakes would be bitch potentially fucking people and getting fucked at Diddy's parties. You would never bet on that. I swear to God. I swear. And I'm sorry. I don't even swear to God, but you would never bet like that. It's like
Shout out to
you would never,
TD man.
you would never bet that. So it's just like give it 10 years, and
You gonna say
you're
shout out? You ain't gonna say no homo, Roy?
like give it 10 years. The table
I
gonna be
don't, know
shit.
that, I don't know the man's a homo.
I don't know if he could have fucking anybody at those parties, but I know he was at
Still,
the.
you will do all the protection, Roy, for all the other shit, and that's just
He's
what's
a
out
man
there.
of the cloth.
And you gonna shout out him,
TD
knowing he
Swallowed
a
up.
whole power bottom.
Yeah, that's swallowed up. That's Charlie when he was talking about
Shout out to
getting swallowed up
TD
too much.
man.
Naomi was right. You gay.
Torian,
Shout
your
out to
laugh is
TD
such a laugh.
man.
Like you have such a laugh. Like your laugh is like such a,
TD Jakes.
Oh, you hate my laugh? Damn.
it's a good. It's like such a laugh. It's like
TD Jakes. Listen, TD
Like,
Jakes
he
wrote a
really
hell of a book. I don't know if he wrote it or if he co-wrote it. I gotta go back and look at who actually wrote it. What's the He Motions is a really good book. I like.
Really?
Wait, who?
He Motions.
By
It's
who?
about TD Jakes.
Oh.
Really good book. Really good book.
I will check.
See, I'm in touch with my emotions. Y'all don't know that. I read He Motions.
We don't know that.
We can't tell, Roy. Shit, I'll be surprised. Shit.
I read
We
He
have no
Motions.
idea.
I'll be damned.
I read
We
He
really
Motions.
thought you were a clown for a second. This bitch cannot.
I don't know. Cry right now, then, nigga. Cry right now.
Well, we finna get up out of here right now. God damn it! How about
Exactly.
that?
This is
And
what
hopefully,
we got
when I get upstairs, it's gonna be a Santa sleigh and some gifts bringing. We gonna get
Oh
up
my
out of here.
God.
Y'all make sure that y'all hit us up next week, man. Damn, hold on. The chat and went up. I didn't forgot the whole chat over here. Oh, LT in the building. Damn, LT hit me with some pause.
And you know what?
He said Roy ain't got no navel. That's crazy.
Oh my god!
That's
I don't
crazy.
think we ever seen his belly button.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't think I've ever seen Torian's belly button. I've only seen Naomi's belly button.
You know what's crazy is that like my like,
shoddy period.
Right, you're the only human.
I haven't seen your belly button. Oh, he's
in
My belly
full
button is right here.
disclosure, my belly button does look a little. My belly button does look a little weird right now, but that's because I had a hernia. That
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
No, I had a.
Oh wow!
I had a
You got
sports
the-
hernia. I had a sports
No,
hernia.
you got a BBL and a hair transplant. Nigga got money over there.
How much surgery did you undergo?
I haven't had the surgery for the hernia, so that's why my belly button looks a little weird because like the hernia kind of like popped out my belly button a little bit. So it's not a full outie, but it just
This nigga's a baby. Like,
I know. It's a baby. I thought you were gonna outgrow that. Like, what are you supposed to outgrow that?
No,
No, I got this shit in my 30s. I got a sports hernia from lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? It popped that shit up. Yeah.
When you were 30, you never got surgery, nigga?
Nah, I still ain't never got surgery. I hate going under anesthesia. Fuck that.
Okay, give us all your procedures that you've undergone.
Oh, I've had for my knee. I went under multiple for my hand. I broke my hand like 3 times.
The
my
cosmetic
chin.
surgeries. Cosmetic surgery.
Oh, no cosmetic surgery. No cosmetic
Yeah, right. Hair transplant.
No
Hair
cosmetic.
transplant.
Nose
That's what I'm talking
job.
No, I'm just kidding.
BBL.
BBL
No,
is crazy.
I believe in the follicles. I believe in it.
All right, we fuck all of y'all. Everybody go to hell. We out here tonight. Everybody can go to hell. Forget all this religion talk. I hope all y'all go to hell. Everybody can go to hell.
I'm like, there is no hell.
Sure there is. Well, see, now you
If
really
you choose it to be, whatever you will be. So.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Shout out to TD Jakes, goddammit. We out here for the night.
Boy, your shout outs are always crazy.
Right.
Peace.
He said, shut up.